Don't you say I don't pay me? Put me down, yeah, oh, mommy, don't you say I don't pay me? This one I'm nobody different move. I want on a party, the show. Don't you say I don't pay me?
What is that? Sorry, no, but who I drink, but I'm so much inside. When they make jam into me tonight, me wanna start into me, cause me do it, say I know, baby. To call my own, me and me client. Now I found someone to sit on my throne.
Me friend no him man, no so friend me or him. I don't be your, me to me and you.
Peace younger me so yeah. Enko si se po beda sante me yeah.
What you must say?
Me do I be what it is any of me.
Yes, I know.
When I'm yes, I mean, you know.
Thank you very much.
What a jump on the
Entertainment review.
And then, Mr. Button, some
Entertainment review. Entertainment review.
Question number 14.
Entertainment review.
Ghana for my man of fans, Yaman of fans, Yaman of fans.
Thank you, Jesus.
On the
Entertainment review.
And then, Mr. Button, some
Entertainment review.
Entertainment
Entertainment review.
Kwasi ne naba mfuate na sio.
Entertainment review.
Ghana for my man fans, yaman fans.
See such a fine girl with a little funny character.
FM.
Melanin popping, step in the front talking. Pretty things happen, whatever I need, baby, gets in abundance. Yeah. Oh. Make somebody call me Diana. Oh. Happy guy, yeah. Make somebody call me Diana.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Peace
5,
FM.
4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Ladies and gentlemen, you.
Peace FM.
Are you a bomber? Yes, I can. Don't be late. I grown now some tea and time. Don't be late. I grown now some tea and time. So
Peace FM.
You see a girlfriend, make her know. Boys, we go carry go. Oh, party but damn, feel 'em. You the feel 'em for body. Oh, party but damn, feel 'em for body. I the feel 'em for body. Hey, party papa. California.
Time exactly 25 minutes after 1. So, yeah, and you may be a Woody sounds from VGMA 23rd edition. Those are some of the performances at Koso. And I'm a Debrawi. Ebi no no. Just to tell you, said, yeah, discussion and come on in, the big review. VGMA 22 and the 23rd edition. And home common we are transfer de Bramway. And the more you know how when Neno Munina Sunoedia Yamina Kasan come Ghana, they say Banisia Empire near the time with you.
All right, Charlie. It be like now we for start the party, or you say what? As a my door, what could start the party? Or make a leave? Okay, DJ Spliff, what could go?
Peace FM.
Yo, I tried. Give it up.
Sounds from VGMA.
in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Don't go about on some radio news, so my engineer way so me mamuna aha. Na me mamu akwaba formally to your discussion entertainment review. Your friend me Kwasi Aboagye me nam DJ Media Uchame. If you break up in bed on 9. Minimum FDA so studio no so Socrates afatna see till you clear nipa. And Councillor Lutrots. Right. And that's that message you made, your friend of there. Big review of the VGMA's 23rd edition. And come on, yeah, Behania do some. Send a net tomorrow. Ukobi. And now here with TV, so. And I went to me and Shebi, working kind. And now you come on to do na hold them saying that you share. So before I be you share your events na kasankasano. Event in here no. There are some stories about Betoja Ediakotni efa VGMS no. Nti you be back you no be enuma na nsia bi edeko na majimpenifo adwenche wo ho. So there are some of the stories that are trending also on the various entertainment web portals no. Efa VGMS no. Na bakwa ye pese de chase na meji mpenifo adwenche. After the VGMS there was this story that's making rounds that says award DJs at VGMA. DJ Mensa award DJs at VGMA. DJ Mensa urges. Now, so celebrated Ghanaian disc jockey DJ Mensa has called for DJs to be awarded at the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards VGMA. Now, he made this call in a Twitter discussion hosted by Andy Dostinas. According to him, it was imperative to award DJs because they play a crucial part in the Ghanaian entertainment industry. He said a category should be created for awarding DJs at the VGMAs in the coming years. Someone Ghana DJ Wajidin, your friend DJ Mensa, and what this has me to just say, award baby I do no. Ebeya Ghana DJs woman so when we play a very critical part and a crucial role Ghana Music Awards no mu. Enti yanhwe na baby I do no. Yemmo DJs for so abaso ye boy nyom to for na baso a yemfa DJs no enso enka ho bi VGMs no. Well, so mimbusa mpenfo me share hanam say nia DJ Mensa ke say no mote studio no medikan edikan mamate say so Krista Fatna say tile kue ni Fatna say and Councillor Lutrot so atna say studio no hanam say so mama sha say so great. Yahya ya nsem no bia epiepie efi VGMS no stories ni bia dia akotren na ya ngi atwenche kakra ho no so nia DJ Mensa kan DJs woman so VGMS no chese edubra anya nwotofo no nko a at VGMS no so yemo maba so senator
menene adwen I think say if it's about the music industry then let's look at eniema ema industry no edim me and share just the musicians now umbejina honepe but ehun akade nyina was it Thursday and aname proposal say even when it comes to revenues yen check at least nyumwa enya the highest revenue across from performance to your friend is saying sales and all that yen checking nyina no etime boa. I know, sir, it at a point, non person we Jama festival. Is it Ghana Music Awards Festival? I stand to be corrected, but se bibisa nenka ebe encompass all the sector no ne eniema ebe ye di approve media kozi I think say the call is right. And I support it.
Okay, Mamin Koran, Messa Bana, Mebusa Bibi. Tilly, Mamin Tie, near DJ Mensa King, Senator.
It's two things. Say, awarded DJs. I think there should be a scheme, I think there is a scheme or more awarded DJs and their hard work. Because if you are saying, you be awarded DJs as part of the VGMA, which is dedicated to awarding artists, any music, and the people that make the components of music, like the producers, the artists, and all the people that come together to make the music. I don't think awarding the DJ no to will fall in the same category for the artistry, because the DJs, they are not artists. The DJs are not artists. Producers, you can somehow put them under the artistry artists, but the DJs are not. And you know, so okay, say awarding DJs are, which means that the category definition, no, because mind you, some of them are not just radio DJs, so and be more club DJs, and be more say, and which criteria partner will you see to award who over who? Because Obiajibo is very important. Some of them radio senior, they are very important, equally as some of them club. And it is only one day. See how I celebrate you more. It makes sense. If Charterhouse or any other company says we are doing an award schemes to our DJs, it makes sense. That's one. A cut across everybody. What you say? And to be about a club, or be about has saying you share. But so what can say VGMA night? Oh, I will do one person DJ of the year. Who are you picking over whom? Because mind you, double radio so are you equally as important as somebody who masters playing in the club. That's what I'm thinking for now.
Okay, Mami, NTA, Councillor Lutro, Tasima, DJ Mensa, Kane. I'm sure, say, well, and you will teach you DJs, no, a bear mode. This jockey, see, Omodi Abi on Bejatum, yes, at VGMA, Yemfa DJs from some county, Mama Basso, Senator.
Bram da Semincha, a tea for the Ashfo. Said DJ Mensa, as some more car, you know. Meneno and Yadring Fibabia mi Fiba. A son say a what awards Nina no coche fa compare. Ye benyasem. The tia make us say a music awards. Enti anyum to 4 omo adwuma aso ani ye bo abaso. Kromu ha ye wo Ghana DJs Award. Enti say I am pass DJ Mensa. Pa di oka na fina kuma mu na oka di anka onfa sa asemi okan enko hye Ghana DJ Awards no makiko mu game no onfa enko hye mu so that it will become competitive. Not just say tili mo kano the category definition very simple. Amobia say it is for DJs. Dia obo kwan ho dia obo kojuemo or dia obo studio, so that the DJs will have their sector of award. Ekobadi say omuhwe na overall song played well blah blah blah. Once be Ekofa Music Awards numu dia. That I will say yes, but pa say Ghana Music Award should add to themselves the ability of awarding DJs there, and not there for me lalai menjin tumu yenja DJ Awards no yen fan command bra ndia ti ho ye be hwe ni aye costume award unko hwe be hwe ni akoye lighting award ni akoye sound award ni akoye video masa yanko hwa VGMA na say ye song oriented no e be dane ade foforo eti media obisa me pa dia no kura ni nyame anim ye DJ Mensa. Your call makes a lot of sense, but it is in the wrong direction for me. Let the DJ Awards. I'm saying the current reigning DJ award, DJ Flesh. I'm
not too.
And the Flesh, the reigning DJ of the year. I mean, the mirror if you win. But let's Bukina. Remember what's no back. Not VGMA before I started. Every awarding actress, the best dress of the year, the glitz of the year, the blah of the year, the blah of the year. Young German to follow. Dancers of the year, young German to follow. Et DJ Mensa, what do you need to chat to? Young Pebio.
I say, Christian for microphone. I mean, to you, I asked my DJ Mensa can say, a brass will say Ghana Music Awards, yeah, and you to phone pen, Yabebo Mabaso, young for DJs for no soon come home, DJs for no soon, a bois or you to Senator, Kwasi.
Yeah, I think, sir, Kwasi, it's a good call. DJ Mensa, why, and it's important, sir. You bet me a being common na yetumi hunu de ntia ono na dwen ye ne sa kwasi de di kan wo say wo check ya ye share GMA ase years back na ye reward music producers, in fact executive producers, na we were giving them awards, and in emwa ne be producers in terms of sound engineer when we produce nyum no e was studios engineers e be do amoso. And then moi and a BP instrumentalist. I never know Kwasi. wɔn a ɛbɔ studio sessions na ade yɛahyɛ ase a award wɔn me sure say there are other sections of the creative art industry very relevant players active players wɔn mu a yɛbɛtumi so sɛdeɛ yɛtumi atena ase ɛhunu the need to award producers, the need to award executive producers, the need to award your friend is saying what do you call it, instrumentalists, no. Sasu and yet me transni ebien common moi. You bet me so the need to even also reward sound DJs. Said they are not DJ men cycle because Kwasi industry no when you talk about the music industry, bisa who say DJs, are they not part of the music industry? In fact, they represent a key position when it comes to the music because artists who go studio now co produce we are here for another you bring it to the DJ who gives the airtime of the song, promote it for the song to gain the kind of attention that you want. DJ no one no bebo nyum no ma nyum no obi akra te se ekwe nipa nyum a waye ni ente nyum no nyum ne kama ama nyum na tumi akoba bia ente ade na sequence se nipa no a onu kita saa ahode no tumi promote nyum no ade na sequence se bi beba na se ka se ye awodo se nipa no a obi betumi atre ba bia ka se nipa no eyemfomso se ye ba na saa they are part in fact they are actually a direct part of the music business. Who check the chain of production, the chain of promotion. DJs are very key, important in the middle of the chain as to how an artist be able to the growth of an artist. The growth of an artist is very much dependent on a very good DJ. Nearby, do you know how many people Kwasi today they have seen the day of light as musicians? Table were born from Tego sister daughters or born back to back, giving them that needed promotion. And it's a black or say it is important for us to look at it. No, be the idea number. We, as I say, I try to train baby. We need to look at it. There's a particular sense. There's a practical sense in what DJ Mensa is saying. And from where I sit, Mr. Kwasi, Mama can crunch. So you can do your own analytics and see. Oko in Kwasi, and then Memenda. And if Kwasi there, you can say, Kwachaki, how many DJs have scattered across the country? Birthday parties, weddings, funerals. What are these people doing? They are playing this musician, their song to the direct grassroots consumers. One more to me access won't say, can we don't you me add it? Now if it's a radio, can we don't you made that? Sako then you made that. Where but letters are they play it for consumers to appreciate. So me, I don't see anything wrong unless maybe Sebia, but minim the technical reasoner or maybe to my mommy. Material number with my years of work in music business. I don't know the technical background information with their mommy. At me, as Sam Marjorie say, my will do radio DJs. They are very, very important. The chain of production, the chain of promotion. These are the direct people who really are part of it. They are part of the music industry chain. So there's no way we can take them out. In fact, Mikra Maka, Kwasi, Wamuko Muye music vixens, and Manoa, ya domo saw video mu, Wamu yebi omosa, gas omosa na that know. This they are also impacted to get to a time we need to even look at them. Because some of them are actually playing very important roles in some of these. Mr. Drew, come here, Mr. Drew video. Girl no on any sir on any perform video. Your friend saying, Leah, go and see the way the kind of performance, the attitude the girl gave in the music video. Or maybe I watch Mr. Drew video. No, I testify to the fact say that girl say award the BB banners. You can say we are awarding best music video performance and as a vixens in the video. So girl cannot be considered. These are things we need to look out for.
So make say question what my husband question is call and then the call of DJ Mensa a very salient call, but DJs are not part of the making of music. They are in charge of the end product, and the VGMA is awarding the people in the making of the product itself.
Only common award fan base. When was in this time when we are awarding the best fan base of the year? Best army of the year, Kwasi Wundia. Any award that one somewhere then. They also end product users.
The American say DJs they enable the end product. However, say Oka say yes, celebrated DJs at the American in the first part say there is not enough space in just one night, which is supposed to award artists and the makers of the.
But it's a legitimate question. Or say, music awards will chrome her. Ghana Hanum say, or mime her. Award fan base.
Yes.
And when we say yes, call na sa nkomoya yedi. Ye because yan here be dubre bi kra no. Ni otunyum tuni na tade en ba be kase ono so.
Exactly.
That is why
so my point in say it is better to say that you be creating an award that actually celebrates DJs and the way they do, which is also there,
so
than to say that we are creating one for fan bases.
Questioners in Base or Boa questioners. Na on Tiwa will be Sassem. Me, I saw say Tifo being so say, ya award fan base. Almost so many DJs no. In terms of helping a musician music industry.
Make us say it is better say Rebecca say we are putting a whole award scheme down to celebrate DJs and more contribution to the work of the artists than to say we'll do that for the fan base. So that maybe the point here, maybe the point here. Yes, I want to say.
Okay, maybe I will build the corner. The we are budana.
That be
one person was small to start here. We'll see. The reason why yen to me award or money because they are the end product of the end product. End product users. And I must make catch me beside say. So based on the fact that I work on, you are also a witness. Award fan base army of the year. So and they are the same. Also, they are also end product users of music.
Oh, man,
so how do you justify the two?
You didn't let me finish.
So then finish based on these two.
Yes,
finish it
let
for
me
me.
Finish.
Good. Finish.
And I make a say your fan base is as simple as ABC fan base, and they give the category definition. So one. However, so okay, say DJ. Which definition are you going to use to say that this DJ is better? Is it a radio DJ? Is it a club DJ? Whatever DJ. However, the Americans say it is better to create a whole scheme which they have to celebrate the impact or the role of DJs in that music than to say we are doing the same for fan base. So it is easy to let that pass than to do that for DJs.
There are a number of stories I don't see Diakotni. Omo Vodafone Ghana Music Awards Abba. Emunia sonnes ye be kakrebi na ya di adwenkyerɛ fie yempinfo ani o mehia hanum sei baakwa mede to aso. That also caught my attention. Our attention here is King Promise wants to know why VGMA gives him nominations but no awards. Nyom tuni King Promise. King Promise wants to know why VGMA gives him nominations but no awards. And you see, some of these issues now, it's not just issues. These are issues I would say Anyam Tufoni be. They say it, I get nominations, but no, so we just want to just also share thought on it. Now, kind story now say, and I quote, honestly, I have no issue with the VGMA. If I did, like I won't be on that stage performing. I don't know how the night was going to go. Obviously, it just went how it went. At the end of the day, all I'm doing is making my music and pushing the agenda, which is Ghana music to the world. I don't know what the issue is, but my team and I are going to see if there's actually an issue. What issue? Question has been just mentioned as infused. So, I can promise you, we say, me, I shall say, I'm to phone baby, I'm so busasa. Omunya nominations, but I was named back. As I said, Yanti, the whole scheme as I'm to for industry before no, Yanti scheme, na say, and really, there's a way they share their awards saying because it created the impression say be awards no omochiche. Is that what it is, Anity?
Kwasi, from King Promise asama obisai. And it's in the last week, no, me call and the dusty one and me catch and say, baby, a near me corner, a very important saying check, I see it to me award the first and second run up. No be energy because people are bleeding. Yeah, was we be among for people are bleeding. Inti a better say, baby, a kaka corner. you better share the position of maybe doing 2 plaques. Enti you share maybe a donya the vote no 10,000. Ebia ubinya 8,000. The second runner up on 7,000. Na ebia ya award ni pa na de asomdje abakroma because ya nhwe sa de na anya de asomdje ni ebi nya makrom ha because of awards. Kwasi de ten say as a musician be at say you can say music awards are Ghana Music Awards a competitive awards program. Now definitely out of the year adwuma obiya ye no musicians nankasa bi kura ho they understand say asumesi oye adwuma chem. Me I was at the Grand Arena down on Saturday. Black Sheriff backstage. I saw even the likes of Adam, Kwame Eugene, all of them giving the guy a standing ovation. Because they themselves they attest to the fact to say, a boy no boy no, and you know, and to actually by far say, oh, we need new artists of the year, and you change. And in fact, the competitors no more scheme. Some of them they were very happy for him. Into our China, so be sorry about because on Tiasi Black Sheriff in the winning year. Sometimes because we know we are the practitioner, we are the industry president himself. If we have December copy January copy December, we know that anyway the margins of this song, the popularity, the airplay, the why, the traction, the excitement.
So again to story now because say direction kakra I'm saying. And let me quote or say I'm a Ghanaian. When I travel, I'm doing tours of stuff. It's very big. I win awards like Best African Artist in Nigeria.
Thank you.
I'm nominated for mobiles and stuff.
Momo.
And see mobiles, man, I don't know.
Okay.
And then when you come back home, it's kind of funny. If you are taking it to the world, you have to own your own land as well. So obviously, it does not matter to me, but it's not the main thing I'm working for. You see, again, this impression. Okwa bonting onya basebodie o winning awards for all them say. Me busa question because me say akwenim.
Yeah.
Is it say as onyum tuni on this scheme na say on tia say ana what's the issue because esa na dinya maybe the two amount for between. Now it's okay. I was no me so me winning awards for amanoni but me ba me winni Diana officer catch
Kwasi ti de ki otiase pa ti pa de minim so otiase pa
cho anyum to am scheme na say
scheme na say
how it works
scheme na say
really
yeah
but so otiase dan so
scheme na except one or two of the gospel funny bina last time I did some on UTV. As I say to boy, some of them don't understand the scheme very well. There's a but secular phone there. Because I can tell you on authority that majority of them they understand the VGMA scheme.
Say our public voting.
Yeah, your public voting. They know the parties. Nasa Nipano wa winni bida. Nipano wa winni bida. Can promise wa winni bida. On winni bida. Wa winni bida. He has won some before. I stand for correction.
I don't think so.
I stand for correction.
No,
but
I don't think so.
But Kwasi, so based on the assessment now, or the no ankasa assessment na one man why no. So sa na tie pa dia ho. So sa na tie say the okaso win wa dia. And anka obi to say Rocky Dawuni, anka VGMA, anka he should be crowned artist of the year. Because ono kra there, wakwa konya Grammy nominee. And that is the top. Abofrabi o kroma o music practitioner bia no. In fact, ye na ye ni aho na kire. Ntinka obi tumi konya nominations e wo Grammy, e tumi koda competitive level of being nominated there. And nka artist of the year no.
Okay,
say them.
Kwasi,
the people understand.
Okay.
But I think say it is what we are called dissatisfaction. Nipa no ohuni say he is being sidelined. Until he win. And come on, you do a hey na no. The relevance.
What do you mean sidelined?
Yeah, because
Sidelined.
that's what the
Why
person
not
feels.
sideline you? Why?
He feels that he's been sidelined by industry people.
Okay.
He's been sidelined by the scheme. He feels that the scheme has not been fair to him.
Okay.
That's why he's peeved about.
And some
In team, come on, you do it.
Man, yes, sir. So great. I meet you, but man, yes, sir. Meet you. As someone can promise he can. I'm sure say enyo no nko a anyotufo no bi so ejina saa mpempenso no pepepe say yes minya nominations minya abasobode minya nominations minya award na nkasa it also goes and I mean say bia for me baby ameti minim say so Christian na huna how we don't appreciate the nominations say unya because when we are nominated it seems we do not appreciate and no so any we unless we win and open it matters to us and also catch a minimum saying I will see who know if I meet you.
Well, there are technicalities in award schemes. Kwa be faso be win ni nneema ni nyina ye churo ni nyina category definition we winning process ye ni nyina good. Now ode topic ne to ho no me hu your friend say no me bufu ye me say nse hu bena akwa we ken then I took my time me read the first one me send read biom and me hu say no he is not crying say and not challenging the scheme it was a question I bisa no and I say me there me nimo I've been winning everywhere but hands in me nim into that me winning it was and you say or set up say ebia when we need hano and na ono ba beka but there was an interview and he bisa no normal that answer into media I think say it was a normal answer not a criticism or criticizing the scheme and ACBB and everybody in that space if you are asked such a question ubizami say into Socrates I didn't that winning way da well me minimum but me call aside I meet me
yeah not to and you say be a many sound but unim say you busa asemo because who create impression say be okay well because and who tires are the entina busa no say okay sen training busa no ntin we yi no sa no first of all sen training busa asemo and you by force we yi no
yes
and I be yi no so a e wo how be yi asem na no fa met me busa bibi afa MPP hu sisi a asema me busa no anu yi abeyi no so ke obadwen because answer be ma no e betimi putu either MPP in a good light or in a bad light.
Okay, and try.
In Prembebre, don't go there.
Okay.
But I know you're important.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that Nyame is a fact. How I'll be here no. A bit me put MPP in a good light, in a bad light. But in Prembebre, no by Jim one say answer the bebano. They be impressing the bema man for. What a man for says an MPP crown woman yet party papa. And answer the bemano. A say MPP or a party papa.
Yes.
And o dream one so create I dare say answer anu ya be no empo kra no nim no kra bi ese kan sometimes obe hu ha be kan no se ne be ya empa manfo asum so ke say na de ne
okay so at this point no make can say obia bi o ye bia no what am I say sometimes you have to judge the person by the motive me not sure me kind me from me point no me kind the whole story ni wie you know me who say na nye ade a was set it out say all baby ridicule the event and no can say if I'm not a young coming konko gina that stage in so what am I say okay so it's a clause out the share ho e chance or respect scheme no and unto call stage in so no enti anya ade a on respect it but you be say obi say identity when winning who nia your friend say journalist now who could be so nipa say identity when win no answer ben who expect in the first place
that's unima question beside
question ben beside
you unim question because you know own share mpacho debi me pesa odi no I'm saying say me pesa obe ya ade na be to odi ade bi be to etie for mutie o create impression say question and some ni busai ni and I'm saying that you don't have the benefit of that.
Okay.
And
but can you help?
No, I don't know. But I'm saying
you don't know.
Yes, I don't know. But I don't want you to.
But if you don't know,
no, Socrates. don't do this.
Okay.
What kind of story, no? Did you see the question that was asked?
No.
Aha.
Okay.
That is what I'm saying.
Mati.
Okay. Mamima, Tilly, a query for microphone. No? Meet you.
Can promise a seminar. I've also read the story. I've read it back to back. I mean, first of all, it wasn't like Otiwan or Kai. Because Ken Promise has been losing out on awards for a very long time. But on Shada and Kan, who was Semsa, no, yes, Uncle Fona. When he's nominated, he's nominated. When he's not, he's not. When he wins, he wins. Or we near Okwani baby. But of course, he was asked. But you see, yeah, all the time, no, artists, yeah, nominate you. Na say me who say oma shed down fa enthusiasm bia antare omo nomination echi. Na say after the awards neba, now they make it look like, or they say things make it look like as if somebody is consciously sidelining them in the schema. Now yeah, a bit problematic because until me could check a category definition, I check the winners of all the nominations are on this year, no. The people that won, they also deserved it. Clearly, they deserved it, and probably a bit more. Because as Kwasi said, say obi bastager and body so cry. We we knew that. I mean, yeah, but artists of the year, everybody was shouting kitty because they knew that I know the work to her. Artists of the year category. So are we saying that King Promise deserved it better than Kiddy? Or Kiddy didn't deserve it? He deserved it. Another category, popular song of the year, Touch It. The songs that were nominated for King Promise under that song, was it bigger than Touch It? It's consciously, you know, somebody in the scheme is trying to sideline them. Just as Momu Somu who say, some power the nampa and who hear because they are winning outside, so they need home advantage and a home winner. They should make the home awards also know that they like it. Because artists in Ghana, sometimes when they reach a certain level and they attain a certain laurels, they feel like they act as if Ghana for awards, no, it's just like here. But if it's that important to you and it's validates the one you are winning outside, then let people see it that you want it, because you don't post on your status and tweet it 1, 2, 3 when another person in the same category back to back campaign for it, and then at the end of the day maybe by the works or merit even more than you, then you come back and make it look like our scheme now is sidelining you. It doesn't make sense, because if you need home support, then make sure the home award schemes to feel like you need it. Simple as that.
Me say, Mamintie, Councillor Lutrot. Councillor, Mintie,
say, Can Promise are some kind, or you're right. You beside the question, or you're beside the question, where you are there or can't cry, or you're right. Why do I say, or you're right? Utie right up now, Troy Numa. Or say, regardless of, or no, or what be waji beyond GB Mpunu, a dear back one and a jing say, or can't program na no. That's one. It means, or say the outcome of Adiene Ban, and yes, I predicted the outcome. Onya fine, when ya fine, but on also Jane say or deserve. Who doesn't deserve? Last year I'll be back, Kiddy. Or can't say I'll be back. God is in control, whatever. Uncle Siaga. This year, one can't be back, Bill. I said, now, person be one back, acquire a history. What I say? Adia back where say, we believe he say. Yes, seminars, what it means to be nominated. That is where the issue is. Look, how many musicians do we have in this country? Second Promise any nomination 4, including Artist of the Year category. It means that the scheme is recognizing your presence. That is where the problem is. You should be nominated and win. It's not cut in stone. But yes, once I have been nominated, it means I am recognized. That's one. Number 2, you are not just nominated. You were nominated and had a chance to perform to show us. Now you're feeling guilty for not voting for you. You're feeling guilty for not pushing you to where you are supposed to be, because your performance is blowing our mind. King Promise call all year, say we're winning more award. We're winning way. Yes. Out there, no, almost category definition might even not be the same, but you're nominated where winning. This is not to say VGMA and yes solid. I don't think any right up that's what he means because or can clear pass or the abesio the NCO or and no poke can and yes obiana wa ya nominating me say me nyanti me nkofa hompo but King Promise was at the event and sana ye nyina ye can it say King Promise ya to say na mafo nkrofo ye omo anya some time ago omudani omochi after omoje omode showmanship and be dem hu say bibi say bi na Props ni channel and dey create to chere say e so kono promote e so post ni bebre na tenancrofo promote no onu zoom promote masa u promote one promote ade no qualifier ye de be ma eti King Promise nimre so a promise ni be ba nimre ne so a promise ni be ba but the fact that you are nominated, use that nomination as part of your CV. I was nominated in 2024, 2023 on so and so category. That alone is also a benchmark for your CV as a musician. Don't ridicule nomination and just say nomination.
All right. So back when I did to Jana say, I've seen some of you sending us messages. Much say yes, Can Promise. We need 2019 CCTV with CCTV Songwriter of the Year. Nia ite Hammond or Hanum saying, Nia ite Hammond, channel manager. Hope TV was also a board member. Board member, right? VGMA is. No, so great. Mom used to do that. Yeah. So, me personal boy kakra, and this is maybe in terms of education. Say you bet me see BB kakra film, and not just even artists. Say be an artist because okay, well, minimal country de be a nomination, be a minya award no. There are some even fans no be I wa ho no saying. Yes, you can say. Nti de bia wo nominate akwa we de na mo nominate no de mo man award ni bi omo man award ni bi ni uti sa ana me america sa de na be ka che me de bia tata house for no man nominate yi omo man award ni bi de na be ka che sa nipa na we sua bibie film.
Okay, also there are various award schemes, but VGMA no a two and a three-pronged approach in terms of determining who wins what. First, your categories be normally determined as industry awards, and just a public and vote be. So once the nominations come out, everybody will know which category they belong to. You get me? Now, in the industry awards, a board or industry categories, a board, and the players in the industry, it could be DJs, practitioners, as in people from music, the music, and all those people, presenters, etc. They form the academy. And so academy has a 50% vote and the board has a 50% vote. Now, when this vote is put together, it determines who wins what in terms of the industry categories. When it comes to the public, the categories that have the public voting now, there is a 30% board vote share, there's a 30% academy vote share, and there's a 40% public vote share. Into when will be put together, the votes from all these three blocks will be put together to determine who wins what on the night. But in terms of the nominations, that is the work of the board to come out with the nominations. It is normally say obika say in a moamfa ama ebi artist way and I say artist way. What I normally tell them is that understand the scheme and you know say VGMA board and chiche awards apart from honorary awards board na edemano. In terms of the competitive awards, board and chiche. Inti say ubeka ka say in a way nya award way, and I say ye nya yamfa award way amano, because it is not the board that gives out the awards to the competitive categories.
Okay, that's Niaite Hammond, board member of VGMA, and we're joining your discussion. Now, story back up, and also, share your discussion, and Sunny Ababe share your main review here on the night of the main event in Tennessee. Back up, say, Kofi Kinata can, or say, I value my fans more than my awards. Awards scheme. I value my fans more than awards scheme in Ghana. Kofi Kinata and all kind of saying say one of the ebano say awards scheme or Ghana hanum sia. Idea ne fans who na no hia fans no na mo hia no enye awards scheme. But anyum to for no taka sa asem we pa. Ebi in fact ebi taka say omo de fans no na omo hia. Na nye award scheme. No cray. So it creates the impression say awards no ya no mo nhyɛ da mpɛ wo ho. Ode we say ode omo to scale so a fans no be outweigh award scheme no. But is that really the case? Sanity. Questioners. Mami Musa mensa se few so asemi ya Kofi Kinata akin. And not just Kofi Kinata, Pena Okasa, and in front of the Kasa. Say, the fans no ena omuhia. Enya was Kim Bia, Enya was Kim Bia. Dear now to send ye decline, Obanium to Forno Pa. Am I your Mukasa same way? Say, fans no Huya, Nya was Kim. Is it the case they be a time I said Uncle Yama then? Fans in Huya by Koyedia, I was Kim near so treat near the Veggie fans as a senator, mean to you, and in okay.
Kwasi, in my 24 years practice in this job, musician being who bet me catch me say I was no fans in tea. It's a personal thing. You to need be your memoha, the woman on it, the owo sokoto, yala dua, a hefa. Abasubodie, awards, one dear, umpa. Me mako embassy. Ehunu nyumtuni a na was ehihye ne motuam ebi mo ba de ba embassy American embassy British embassy
ade on kwade o
what the ba be kire say or prominent or relevant to Ghana.
Okay,
nti yema na was no ntu kwankwa brechi
omo man visa.
Yeah, man visa.
Okay,
that is how in fact in the lowest example I made to me man, that is how prominent and to for ehunu awards and nti ne we awards bia who bleeding ni hula balloon to boy ni to kwana no ebeba ende wo mo aye nyum
and you beso chese so nyumtini ka se fans hu hia sen awards a oboa enya sanity
oboa kwase enya no kre that in fact some of them even tell us that in fact they are winning the awards. Sometimes they even get all of us confused as to who they are winning the awards for, or either it is for themselves or they are winning for the thing. But I did back once I see you bomb more than I'm happy ni elder is here no but try say you bit my
I mean okay, interestingly omo winning awards now and probably omo bo omo madin first omo yere no ebi omo mpna ana omo maami and omo maami
I mean I me control Facebook here you be pay my hwemo okrom han me control say when musicians gospel musicians wins awards they forget human beings work for them because omo go just stage what first thing there thank you God. Second one, thanks to my husband. They thought to be to my fans. Meanwhile, no, the manager nikita camera crowd or pesa in their call one the social media class and poster mano. We have forgotten. And we in fact Nipani Wujan and Nimpao, but then we few. Or we are not so now hey, last but the least. To my manager, questioners, thank you, God bless you. No, why is I read Eduardo so? So, Kwasi, that is how it is. In this one, Obi, you know, Bekatem say, and I made the and fans in another way. I don't see the head and the tail of it. But there's a to Misha Mokina and I elder why settle this matter once and for all. There's a perception. I see to me and you're clear. It looks as if say musician bia ewo krom high believe say I was no ya de cheche. And it's been my concern elder for the past years. Musician bia wa dwene say yeah awards scheme and Kwasi you there you are witness to this musician be believe say Charterhouse and a VGMA awards na yeah no
but Kwasi mkasa no na aka ho asem wi
yeah but it's also it connect to this particular there will be say they are sisters working together omo believe say yeah the cheche and so we the until we to make say na me yama me bi yama will be on what grounds ayama will be say ade na gu kantem na obi aba Kwasi baji ba ko cancer wo de ni akua na eduru socket so yama ne bi so it is time we need to have a broader stakeholder discussion na yani musicians nimbo punimpu let us get what they think about this award scheme particularly with 3 structures here needing my on the voting patterns the public the board and then maybe the academy now yentumi who particular what happens so that they can ask the relevant questions we need to embrace to see no more that engagement because near solve yes settle some matter once and for all ye sir and to madam and to man atwemu ye free because who could be a fear memeti we fro me say mama me bi ade we mama me bi den ti de maye na mama me bi e modern ba me boy na mama me bi nam say ade no enwu kantem ne ye che nka mama obi dada
okay Kwasi me da say Christianus mama Councillor Lutrot meet you sasemi say yes fans no hu hia say I was ejuma na omoye no enya awards ntino omoye fans ntino omoye mintio
bra no kraba ko a ne ka eye de eye ya ye hu ano ne say fans na fan base na ye ne omo eye ejuma no omo hu hia enokre they are very important because say of stage we hu na ya mbo anje wo so a enyum tuni you lose whatever you brought they make us danger enya sorry dem po especially those of us that we go to gray areas aye kotonum ufa mic unu mo be familiar person you will be o ma ya Charlie guys but no am hey onyu enko ye kra but you be you go to places where wakasa who say popular vote na 1 year 0 so the funds are very important. The issue we have in award schemes ne say Christianus eya obi e woni mu ese oyi ne say esi ye kire enkrofo how to comport themselves.
What do you mean say eya obi e woni mu no person
say ese manager gina wanim kita phone e record not forgetting the least among the big. Thank you manager ebi esida man akone kon ho anti me chese oya obi woni mu me mbo musician ni
cry the question waje akwa wo ko fa ni free fa what's am go mo grad do
Kwasi enti yensua how to even receive award and how to appreciate who dey share VGMA for dey ba come uba a game nan kasa se make criticize am ya say how do they correct ni say award ye gia baby am ko sua ade bi mena bi anya ha bitu kwam go sua ade bi
and mami fan to just say mo am show Facebook say bi am hu say nyumtuni KK Fosu aba kansa and obeboy with our discussion today your big review of the VGMA so councillor to aso mami
yensua se ne da se ne receive award so when you take an award when e kasa wo dey hwe ye gi award no po a should the artist be the one to appreciate that's one yen bisa ho when the award scheme is running the manager VGMA for nibet mama mo ha ye che enkrofo na seriously say omo appear e wo program na sia em say mama manager ticket ana me boa
yeah
em say ma manager ni ama wo artist no one pa na bibisa I know I wanted to your microphone bisa and the manager is always there uko hwe gonwa na wo hwe din na dia boss na gonwa na wo manager din wo so etimi masem ne say awards abani akodia who speaks should it be the artist that is thanking the people or is manager na or the artist na full stage on
but which one match that's not we am sure artist Fanbase
no what we are talking about is that is it the fans
councillor which one match
movie akodabi is it the fans na ama onyum na popular enti se waje ade no adanyame ase a wo yire hu hia sa okuru ni hu hia sa o ma oni om na tifie awodi eye dua o edade o gi afie na ade ko na nkrofo a mu ntenhia wo ye fans no And to that, Yamiasia, no other fans, I say, no, my Aboagye was so, manager granny, here, quite on them. And so we see it's about the fans. Maybe Jenny too. I said, at least they are the people who are making you who you are. So it's true. This award is about the fans. If you don't win, the fans will make you feel bad. If you win, they'll make you feel okay. Besides, microphone no more winning. Can promise muko Omadiana as a microphone church winner. Yeah, the followers ni fans no, and you didn't get anything. The omno mursu so jagum. I'm our feeling say you are bad or you are good. So me, I believe that the award is about the fans. Fulfill the taste of your fans.
Not here. As I say, I value my fans more than I was keen in Ghana. So as in Bisanity, because we are the one baby no. As in Bisanity say, no cre. Say Osha Ghana nyum to 4. Anyhow, ebia was ba obi enya. Obetwa aba was kim fui obedi atem ebinim kra timi kotwitu ani ade nyina santo kwani nyina asi eye no kra say award scheme hu hia omo
se be ade me fa na me tura di ma ba ho obese me ginam
da bi say no ni nkoma yedi
ni chese enkrofobia omo anya award ni ani bira ka say mo anya kra mfam ho mo Fanbase ho na asem no wo na apese okan na mbese oti asese award enibre na eka enti wenya award no onya award na o praise fans no wenya nso a okọ fans no say ultimate lose award and lose fans enti obi catch o pass ono na ni je fans no say award oboa ba be ade na edu no so we be di gigi na nima obi can say yeah the Fanbase even believes say sana bi o twa ntro megia di say wanya aduma na so microphone na achecha mo because ono ne manager ne can board no and ono ne cousin ba akokro ne girlfriend board manager and a chairman ne kra last we share so megia yes that's what it is but me kase true. People cannot tell us that they love their fans more than their award because the existence of the award is because of the fans that they have.
Medasi. Councillor Medasi. Socrates, for microphone, I mean to you now, Mimra Tilly, so meet you. Nyanyum to fue a kind, be kind. Son of his a tear. Say no kure nipa o she Ghana for anyum to 4. And you be batch, dear or be awards in one. Say you to catch us of value the fans more than award scheme and now about body be UGD Socrates.
Was it Kofi Kinata and kind of
yeah.
Okay. The same Kofi Kinata I can say a band songwriter pa anka or no and ko deserve that. Me kind of interview back on. Or see when it comes to the song that Porsche category no.
I think so I did that to us by Prebe 9.
Yeah, and this one crampo no or can say or no and no deserve it. And you know where from the assertion say of value ne fans more than the awards. It's neither here nor there. I think it's contradictory based on near oka no any near oka ever hands is in the fans. Inti Kwasi near oka question
me who contradiction do but I mean say now cheer say maybe a cheer for no better. Yeah me who because I said
contradiction make ban say we say who value fans more than awards. Need say awards there and ya dey consider cry. Meanwhile no when ya no you are the same person who criticizes and I say who boy say enka we there enka wo na see the man say nya there who value so much nya there so even you even comment on that and guys say how what am I say nti no na make say a contradiction no
okay.
Okay nti when it comes to that may base you no man can say artists no omonege awards no pa e bitimi release nyum no ma twen say me hwe data me de be release say na be fall into the scheme calendar
and I be boa me okay
omo ye de bia and you can go back to the archives. You will see say me maintenance the bia can say I don't see why they crave so much about the awards no. I'm not saying that to discredit and say me can say ridicule the awards. No, I feel say as an artist there and can focus on the business side and make your money. Awards no recognize what. Hallelujah.
Business no say award no so boa with the business o.
Awards no. Ubisamia for be yes. But what you man so pa no so no. Baby, I meeting na me dey kan.
Baby, una ka business.
Yeah,
and I say awards no so boa a man equity.
Yes, a man. But enye de bia obi timi win awards bi no ato nsuo mu after
okay
what am I say but wadwuma a wo be ye no eno na me feel say nka artist die focus and no releasing nyum na odi ma wo critics o mu tietie ya o mu correct ye nyina no scan na wo pe o what am I say scan na wo pe ukita ka no wo kwa ya ma awards na untimi fanko gina filling station say my awards ni mu petrol mfa ngum no sikana obenya from the sales and the recordings and the streamings no and no na more important enti nka me kita artist bia memma na focus on her and no nkyerɛ award schemes no enye enti obegina mo no ka say value awards na me no nya adwen but I've always said say don't focus and make it as your priority say adwuma na oye ni nyina you are oye adwuma because ubenya awards no.
Okay.
Focus on it. Awards not recognize your works now. They will give you the awards, and if you deserve it, they will give it to you.
Me da say, Tilly, for microphone, and I'm into you. Sase me akofi ken.
Okay, so it comes off as a omoka ede shisho omore de che omore because they've lost out on an award.
Okay.
But Oshemu critically a very salient points to make, and it makes a lot of sense. And at the other side too, it doesn't make so much sense. This is the reason. First of all, artists are only priority ebeto award over our fan base. So no, I think you have a problem because mind you, most of award scheme, if I say Ghana Hampunu, most of it no, is based on popularity and who is voting for you at the end of the day. And it's a war artist now. Before you even became or now hit song, you had WhatsApp group boys push word of mouth you say oh this artist will be good follow on it be good no if you say that you prioritize the award over them it's a problem because mind you in some time to come or there are so many artists that they haven't had awards yet but they are still being sustained in the system and it is the fan base that does that for them. Stonebwoy you move free VGMA so and your fan base that are holding the music down and now he's back into the scheme. So if it was the award that he was relying on solely he would have gone down with it. When the thing came, Shatawale is still Shatawale. We would drop you on God and it's still hitting, but he's not back in the scheme yet. What's you saying? Or when he was off the scheme, it was the fan base that was holding him. It is an artist can say, I don't do song for the awards. Sometimes I want to show more, but it is the truth because at a point, when the award is not there, it is the fan base that will keep you going till finally the award scheme will not notice you. No, notice you in poor area. It is the same fan base on support. On the other hand, at a point, fan bases need to grow. They don't become the active music users. Ain't an award now we need, and I would bet you one bad that she say, me time, na me say, me award in ye. Because where are the fan base to show? At that time, they have met new people, they have grown, or the young active music users know. They are not your fans yet. And they don't even your fans, they don't even know your music. It is the award. The award validates. So yes, one way I agree when they say I do it for the fan base, because without the fan base, sometimes they don't even get the awards. And on the other hand, without the fan base, it is the award that you won that will speak for your career.
Magic Akrefi, near item Hamono, but before I call Nisuno, I'm the set, Yumtini Keke Fusu, High Life Yumtini Ababe Kan Sa Hanum say. Na Mema Keke Akwaba na Mebusano. Asemwa Ninya Kofi Kinata Ken Yumtuni, and yon nkwa anyumtufono bin so kasa. Oh, me, I value my fan base, my fans more than I was. I'm done do that was. But Tienia Stonebwoy, Omo Pamo Omo Fi Ghana Music Awards, Vodafone Ghana Music Awards me. Na Omo J no afie 23rd edition Omo J. Oba e Tienia Okan na memra. Na menyi kakramfi KK Fosuo.
Yo, I miss everybody on the VGMA stage. I miss all of you guys on the VGMA stage. Thank you for having me back. And thank me for having you back. Right now, one love. Somebody say one love. One love. Ghana music shall prosper in the name of Jesus. Amen. Say amen. Ghana music shall prosper in the name of Jesus. Amen.
so for Stone Boy, no, Yumtini, and now it is what preach you on say, no. Oh, you could just feel the excitement. Say, what's some bavard from Ghana Music Awards Mubium, or sure, that man for us, or that VGMA for us, say, or my son Jenny back, Bium. KK, Aquabana, me mouse a chilling cry, and Komoya Edi Mimbusao. Oyanyum Tuni, me name say be a waka be da. Me dear, me fans who have seen I was near Jumania, I was in Tina Mayer, fans in Tina Mayer. No cra, say, sanity. Muye Jumano, is it really the case? More value our scheme, and I move value fans no more than our scheme, sanity.
I broke a way which I would for no machia and penny for Ufia. I think this is the first time I'm in no matter bomb punimpu. The minion Canada real. I think say artists dear there was a going first of fans of fan base.
Okay.
Fan base in the Bemao attach gold, you know. And the gold is the award.
Okay.
And two awards now on the Mayeno. A boy abaso amaye timi eye adwuma ne den. So I wouldn't say award no it no. Artists, you need to think about it fan base.
Okay.
Say original fans who are you give them good music. Ebema wasan ye adwuma den yes our fan base in a bevo to ma on wetimi anya Ghana Music Award. And I think say artists should think about fans.
So let me press you more. How I value my fans more than any award scheme, which means all the award scheme see now the fans see what nyom tunino obe chusu fans obe pia award scheme this in chain. So my question my same answer no cre anyom to for yeah the fans ni see yeah the awards ni see what nyaye hui any mu tutu na mu bo ho atwede awards me nya mo ya sure say Munya nada bi na mo dada yen. Eno de anya ka bi na mo ka keke. Really is it not the case obefa award scheme no? Because fans but sometimes like something abstract even though omu ye nipa. But awards plaque is there. Untimi nko keke ebi ami ba fie se waji VGMA sa me ba na esi honum se ebi our living room what the creating kama I've not walked into a bia any anyumtuni bia ni fie then say okay this is my fans but enya nada na mo die really mo be choose awards no more than over the fans meboa
no me choose fan over award. Two different things here. When we talk about fans, any award a title. And I don't think so. We are so because Juma here about the body. My about the body and a saying and at the same time, no about the body, no. My Juma no. Artists who feel say no. Okay, Mr. Rana Panami who say award see her. And my feel say yes. Okay, me Juma Ding, me Juma Papa. But your fans are the people. I was say imagine KK for Subon say be or fan on fan because award say you talk to your fans anyhow. Do you think say they will even go to pages to subscribe to download stream for you to get that money? Award doesn't give us money here in Ghana. And I don't know. I'm here to be correct.
Indirectly, not directly, but I'm sure saying indirectly.
What did I say? I think say you were brap anyway or free.
Yeah, but I'm saying say, so, is it not the fact that indirectly? Ebia untiminga say directly awards, but ebia keke ujia
directly. Me come I direct it straight up because my award ni be done. They mean so sikamu before.
No, but no, I'm not saying say award scheme ni ma award so. But I'm saying say ujia award no. Ebia keke at that time no say mbabe buku kra wait me can say look me na me the reigning artist of the year sisi am charges no enya bibisa mo nya bibisa.
That is the reason why you need to work hard as an artist to grow your fan base so that price bekosro enya award nema price bekosro e fantu yentim award no boy abaso but enya awards nema price ekosro is about how rainy now rainy
okay.
And all depend on wajuma Okay. Okay, when was the last time I was supposed to say my loud song like Anajuya the Yege? But the fans, the audience, keep me sustaining up to this level. And when we step on stage, and so I want to say a different energy, different experience than 10 years started, you know.
Okay.
So I think say fans who here, and Keke Obi to say me say Adebako say me bass show na me perform here. One me ba be ya my fans, but me fan to me three me say because of say fans ni ho ntimi then me. And I always say even if 2, 3, make sure you are deliver my friends saying or fan or so me I think about fans most.
But I mean we saw a question, me was question as a man as so and sana call ye ni ite hamon so. And ya no crese fans no ekuma mo. Fans no koma mo anyum to for no. Sometimes even get physical. Say no musi a bodgy mo so omo hwa mo omo ye bibia say bia mo be popular and in the ka but mon ma fans no mo for awards rather. Is it not the case?
You see vice versa, some kind of way show me kwa me fans na doson untimi nkuma obia ebia ne ubehu a obekwa ma fans na say ebia me kona manchester.
Yes, so say bisan say
me kwa di award ama me fans
mo fans no kuma but fans no kuma mo and am so mo kun for awards.
Yes, say yeah go for award na award fan who say when award I think say onya anigye. So and then you betimi I then come but me timi ga say me cross street no say I'm fighting for me fans I was street so no. Okay. But award there ba kopa ye nyina na itua. The moment I will be touch no o fans any eden edgy anything I be say bia omo share say okay category we bon say King Promise me by na more one category ebia na the fans be feel so I was so nya ebia na onipa na won so no the fans also feel so I was so nya it in award that the end there I just say I can't see so you see I can at the end of the day you know abasobo the end nya free festival no?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Me that's the KK for su Christianas just quickly so waka santi we tell
senior I hate me ba ko bi na say job no kam kakra
then KK for su oh then account
oh was say enye abasobody na determine o rate and answer will charge which I disagree me na nya adwene kra because ye na as industry people KK no me adwene say artists and nay so for kidi now in an engagement I'm sure because of the artist of the year there'll be much more like 15% increment of his price for all of them. Artists beer and Nia is an elder you tell you and that's the truth. Artists beer winning award ni package ni BBR it costs through including Abasbody e Ghana hey na market the DJ best radio DJ awards Ebima winning because they have gotten poached by what they've even won. I was on my winning. So Kwasi, I know sa part there. Mr. Brass on sounds waters with green mommy. And yeah, and look for there. As the truth, our art is winning award. The price shoot up straight up. Yeah, your level go everything. Your engagement across the world because at that time and the kiddie hot. Amount for Penwa London, Yepen US, Yepen Y, Yepen Eva.
I'm say keke no nya adwen wo no say ya me che.
Oh, asem no kano. Award no me say a boy abaso. E de plus count. But yem fro say Brana be perform awards e wo UK ma. And na den e ma wunya that award e ye wadwumaden. Artist ye dwumaden anyway. E ye music na ye be den. Ye be ma yen fans be consuming more. Eti kidi be wini award o obeye den yo eye dwumaden na waye den why man fans na vote to amano I getting it so eye two different things altogether so we need to know the way I be pack here because me was this year no I get shows me play shows Lumba Bo shows how many times na Lumba Mama na award now yem papa and I could join you now but they are playing shows and taking over millions. I get in mind the way I be branding on the way I be Jumaden. I believe in artists Yenya Jumaden, MIM fans, for them also to vote for us to go to parliament.
Hey, now mama ni I take
Kwasi,
ham. Yeah.
Me musician.
Yeah.
But me say near kan you know. Me ne ya dream pa. Yes. Say me hum bebre so omo ti say na maka bebre win award na omo to nso mu from there. Ukọ bo show ba ko na o flop a ye nka say oh we win award nti da bia na ye ma shows no. Any minimum artist bin so a o win bi da. But because of bo show nti no friend and the rates no every time no e ko high. Kidi no winning you know no bo shows there be the rates no equal high. Amachi dede you should attest to it. Uko fa amachi dede or when the rates awards here you can nominate in the bimpo that, but there be or your hot, and so it's not because of the awards but because amachi dede is a master and you know so fana he will deliver. That is what the people go for. It's not because you've won an award or you don't win an award. See.
Ni mamintie I'm sure say wetie all the opinions then I can find about say we come we ya.
I think every musician, you know, apart from those who it's a hobby and they are not doing it for business, would not necessarily bother about a fan base, you know, but I think every musician is really important to them, some Benya fan base, you know, because they need a selling point, you know, and most of the time your fan base becomes the core selling point before it moves out, you know, so it is important in that way. Also, Abasobono, the reason why I would
but sorry say me cutting, but this thing about fan base kakra minim and it for amutie mu amo bia and again say bi obi a wo nimdie bi ho a is it like a Ghanaian thing? Because it seems to me it's a Ghana I mean now I'm hearing more of like fan base. I don't know about.
No, you know what? Okay, when me I say fan base, I don't know what others think, but for example, I was a Bob Marley fan. So I'm part of his fan base. I can consider myself as part of his fan base. So when his music comes out, I would listen to it. I'll try to push it out to my friends. That Charlie, you hear this Bob Marley or you hear this Steel Pulse. You get me? That is what I understand by fan base. So when the artist does the music, he's trying to appeal to the people who love his music and his style. You get me? And then they are the people.
I don't know if you follow Ghanaian artists and see where this fan base is going. And sometimes we see how the artists even communicate. And I don't care. I'm doing it for my fan base. I don't care. It's like, so sometimes I get worried. I'm sitting and say, so is this as an artist? You are not interested. Say, okay, you need even new people, new converts, like amophobia. Because I'm sure, as you're saying, Bob Marley did not necessarily do something and say, okay, me, I'm doing it, it's for my fan base, it's for my fans, I don't care. That is my worry. Meaning, say, if you get what I
mean. No, probably sometimes, we will take one person or two people overreacting to attach everybody. You get me? But I don't think most musicians go on that tangent. You might have one or two people who would go on that tangent. Yes, but most musicians call on that tangent. Even though they acknowledge the fact, say there's a base that they, my fans. Everybody will speak about my fans. My fans are basically people who love my music. You get me? And you are hoping that they'll push it. Now, I always say that enyum tunimbia enye enyum purposely for awards. You know, he might probably maybe time is released to fall within the year and review and all those things. But those ones are natural flow of the business, because it could be an outcome. So when you are planning, you can plan with that outcome. But you do music because it's a business, and that is what feeds you. And so you won't do music to aim at an award, but you do music knowing that this thing can sell me, and once it sells me, this can be a byproduct that comes out of it, And so I'm sure without a fan base, you will not make money, and when you don't make money, you will not necessarily get the kind of recognition that you might necessarily have, because there are lots of good musicians who do good musical, very good music, but they never even get a nomination. You get me? Because they might not even have that push that normally your fan base would give you to be able to get to the next level.
Okay. So, okay, let's watch your microphone. Officer
on this fan base issue, me cast my mind back, and then the start here. Ushe Nanampedu, any CK man. There was a fierce competition between these two giants. The Westerners supporting CK man and Nana Ampedu to the Kofu and Akanfu no normal so. And if you Ubia Chese or Kai that it was one of the fierce ones by to the point saying that Yakrano and Ampedu and Yum to four between the competition between these two. Now, Yanko America, East Coast, West Coast. It's also a fan base thing. In media, me feel say every artist, as part of your business plan, so you aim at a fan base strategy. Point be obefa so obetimi Europe and technology are easy, where you can even get your fan base on social media, where you can reach them who release in now no their mom, then they also take it out. So it should be a key thing and something that any artist must take serious. Kwasi.
Medasi. Okay, well, Yanko anymore on him say, Mami can comment kakra. Now the academy has not been fair to King Promise, Eric Forjo. King Promise won Songwriter of the Year in 2019 with his banger CCTV. That's Nana. I don't know. It's Nana. Okay, no, the other by King Promise never promoted the awards on his platforms. He wasn't interested in the awards. That's John Brains, not the other by. And to this one here from Yawan San says, Christianers and Long Talk, DJs have the awards. Simple. How would they categorize it in VGMAs and how would they determine the winner? Chris Cote says, go ahead and award DJs. Very soon, the various digital platforms will also ask to be added. The musical instrument sellers will call for a category. The lady who sell the pen drive, or the lady who sold a pen drive to Kitty, will also write his songs, will also call for a category. This is not something we must waste our time on. That's Chris Cote and Ediba. I always like Tina's submission. That's one here from Stephen in Cancer. And to Kennedy Kennedy Love Kofi says, in this case, I think only radio DJs will be awarded because nobody knows the ones on the street, pubs, clubs, and the rest. We are sure, pa. Quality Princess, can Kitty charge more than Shatawale? I don't know their charge. And Michael Kwabena says, hey, Christianes, you disagree with Almighty Keke Fosu. He will fight you. He will not fight anybody. Christianes should, okay, I'll leave that one there. And read this one here. TK says, our fans make your song blow worldwide. So without the fans, the artists won't get money. Fred Apia says the fans make the artist and his song big before the awards. Okay, we'll leave it there. KK man, the man with the finest voice. You do all that. Toba Parich, Diana by Ogboron Cancer, non cancer. Kenneth says Kinata has not said anywhere that he deserves a Songwriter of the Year award. Socrates. he said Socrates is lying. He said he read it somewhere. That's what he said. Nana Kwame Bimpon. Is it that you know? In fact, but is it that you know everything that he said? That you are disagreeing. What Socrates put out there. Nana Kwame Bimpon says, no fans, no awards. Fans even vote for you to get the award. Fans stream your songs for you to get money. Peace 104.3 FM soon as you go. Yeah, so a good yeah big review no. Yeah share VGMA the 23rd edition. Meaning the Ushebi ana ukobi utie working kind and common ewie yatnase yedi studio no hanum saying Councillor Lutra to her till you queer nipa e wa hanum saying Christiana so ha secret safo hanum saying I've been joined by two guests. Nyumtuni, High Life Nyumtuni, KK Fusu, and so Hanum say Sanso, and a board member of the VGM is Ni Aite Hammond. Ni Aite Hammond, Hanum say Sanso, the channel manager for Hope TV. Omokan Hanum say. Me boo.
This dial is hot. Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your #1 station.
It's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite station.
With your favorite station.
Digital and on your smartphone.
Your radio is hot.
Watch on the jump on the other fucking entertainment review. And then it's over to some entertainment. I've been another entertainment review. Pressing in the bum for to not see entertainment. Entertainment review. Down up over my man of fans, man of fans, man of fans.
On you, natural sweet. I just took you off the mountain.
Dagati.
Come with me.
Samini.
Nasibra when you're baby, come and see how I am. Do oh yo, I worry about. Yeah. Oh yeah, me show my worry about. Yeah, na na na. Shit, my worry about. By the mufua, my worry about yeah, shit, make an bread your family and I'm assassin me cuckoo. I or me free na boom moon and yam sick a foot row. Yeah, baby, now me got his sorry, oh, me got his sorry, oh, yeah, oh, I on one. No go see who on one echo. Why? Me see on one echo. Or don't see on me, it's on one echo. Shit, my worry over. Yeah, my worry oh. Ever say the dance, yes, my worry over. Yeah. Sweetie pie the mufua, my worry over. Oh yo. I see me them say my worry over. Yeah, shit. It's wifey time, can I talk to you later? Oh, we put in plants in our incubator. Oh, yo, blow the whistle, make them no get me so far. Oh, see, my worry over. Good loving is overloading.
Mami fan to just any utie. Samini in the performance or put it up. Day one. An industry awards VGMA. Share. Akwe performer.
You make me wanna rearrange the alphabet so I could put you next to letter I. Take my heart, baby.
And you to phone be Musha high perform.
Leave me, baby, I go die. The tone as soon as it's again.
Momo be because Monyo man pop line.
I know you're risi. Missy Mujira, siri.
And I had gymnastics in no antics no doors so don't know.
Me baby ni brownie, golden tree chocolate.
Hey,
Me chatoli, baby. Oh yo, the time and the chase and then no money day.
the big review VGMS. And yeah.
She talk crying, yeah. My own, like the air, they feel I'm for everywhere I do. Oh, my own. See the money, baby, come chop 'em. Hey, and let me tell you, kinda what's up in me, yeah.
What's up in me?
All the my lonely brother, bet chat to me, yeah.
Bet chat to me.
Oh, yo. Oh, na. Yeah. Oh, Brian,
Ha!
please say I come in, good.
Sa?
Mama, ya what?
Hey!
Go promise away.
Hey!
Happy. Oh, Brian, good.
Peace
I can't
FM.
believe say I come in, good. Mama. All right, yeah. Well, my nigga, they rub it for me. Now, dream, baby, don't be good for my head, though. Buck up on and get pressure me. Me every beer, I know dangers do good on my head, oh. So the pressure is on my, the pressure me is something. Make a major night. I can't be pan and no result, and then it's a same wine. As to I can be, so no, can't get the guy. With him.
Me bana mini keke for so abedin komobi. Sa ayi no ade na your performances so. Ah,
Enjoy my kumo.
Peace FM.
I can't believe say I come in good. Upon the sun, mama, you what? Matio, I can't believe say I come in good. Upon the sun.
entertainment review right here on Peace 1043 FM.
Peace FM.
Yeda Saminiasi, Yeda Nasi. So you try a big review of the VGMS, the 23rd edition course so memende and home common we are trans ya yedi. Nyumtuni how live nyumtuni keke for so and say my member keke so na memusa keke. So ya have performances. Make us come ya idea bi. Na idea na say na me say me rate me top 5 performances near course you know. But the unfortunate thing is mean to me here because me share our YouTube one of the performance I bet you about me rating when you say Kate. That was Joe Metal. And in Niala, I'm a performer. A Kate, the stream, you know, a Kate at the point. So it couldn't really help me. But I'm sure I can give. So me, you know, in other performance, but I have an idea on one performances for me, a Koye, and there were some ingredient. I think I listed some. I didn't want to just. There are some ingredient here, in terms of what I describe as a good performer in the account. Me church or two honum saying, bema masema na mekano, ne between bema edimu. But mimbusao wo as nyumtuni keke fusu. On the night, oh, honum saying, oh, share, yeah, Jimediano saying, yes, he call, yeah, performance. But before Mema Ebia, Ube Richie performances, no. What do you make of this? And Komobi a D last week. And Yankoma Black Rasta, and it is Ankomo by. And the issue has to do with the fact that Nyumtuni, dear, say, also, yeah, Nyumtunia. Worth your sorter, you should be able to perform live, not just miming or on playback and abibisa. Senator, is it only your dream? Yes, you to need you. Could stage number might be perform live with instruments. Senator, Keki Sarge incoming.
That's a bracket. I think say way the campaign I make Google album say I have said this thing several times. Say musician I made I me boo ne say ultimate perform live wako studio na ya for say be exhibiting ya wako akọ studio no na ultimate any good ma won say at least o ya musician I na me just I did but obi to say Black Rasta I mean or penny it's nice. I don't know how but
yeah.
I would say people are talking about Dead Bali. I think say maybe or can be beer and this or can but I think say now all can it's right. Say a musician there you need to know how to perform live. And, going back to VGMA, say one kasa artist bi mu ne aboboy cry etie o se samini ayade o say my pa there we are nipa no we chere na who say no this guy is great and I believe in that. I mean o share old schools no be more be performing together with the new schools now me hu niam bebre bi to say experience even though na omobo man me ne ade no experience wom energy because obehwe Oluman Bugefo no.
That's FBS.
Yeah. Menuano Drew started.
Mr. Drew.
Yeah, or starting nicely. But when say Oluman Bugefo no drop
FBS one buying.
Things were like a different level altogether. And that should tell you say a Jumano ayana penny for no experiences it is a better na be betimi aben penny for the time na be a sua live band boy and now so the enema nebu so I will urge all musicians say you focus on yin live band boy yedene said they wako studio now wa sumu no etune no it no gina ho no you need to tune it to your monitors already mo no but say your musicians be brave musicians but they call themselves musicians so when you bring them on board or on that stage then you start know who say okay omo ho chire omo kitten because ebi mu ntimi do it obi ho excuse me to use this language na so mu entune they are just singers and sana bano because sana yaso so antino VGMA for more started them when na mo hye
okay so me no baba ya de bi now what honum say I'll say a few things about some of the me share and I say maybe them show YouTube so me share no performance. Let's start with Stone Boy. And Nyame count say me both Stone Boy abaso in terms of the whole art itself. Oba started I said the slavery drama no mo breaking of the chains in the account was beautiful. The bona basu what I'm saying. But what I noticed about Stone Boy performance and it's a minim say because I saw no VGMA stage, you know. So he was trying so hard to impress. Emma ne performance no kikem. And Stone Boy has a good voice, which I think says called relaxia. He would have given us a better performance than your year. Because you could see, say, I said, me pray, mo say, me ye bibi. Na I say, a bro sonuntino. Ama, and koya mami because he was shouting in and at the point I was asking, say, Stone Boy monitors in a year juma and our earpiece he listens to himself because obviously the way I now shouting because the guy can't hear himself. So that is what I observed about his performance. Apart from that, I think Stone Boy performance I did say if I was part of the entire production team, Stone Boy's performance rather would have been performance and which should have been the opening act for the event and not what they did. Maybe the opening that slavery, meaning say then beg bass and then drama no, it dragged a bit, but then come compress the length and they had used it for the opening act. I think the 23rd edition would have been beautiful than what we saw.
Well, Kwasi, I think you're right, 100% right. Oshe Stone Boy ne intro ne BBI was massive and the way I can learn MSH break across so at a certain part no I mean people were yearning to see Stone Boy so at a certain part no one say get a little bit some way. But Stonebwoy backstage, I mean, he took over. Let me say, I was talking about experience.
Mm-hmm.
That is what beat him, because Uti Samini and Yumona or live performance now, you might say the soul experience in it over there. Stonebwoy Efenoba. And I think Stonebwoy is one of the artists or more smooth voice.
I don't know about that point.
Oh,
Stonebwoy Fina Obano.
Yeah, no. You see, a new Stonebwoy, almost a fresh crowd was say, didn't so good almost so.
Around for some time now, me boy.
No, in sana me say, Osha.
About performance and
performance in BBR crano or chimba. It or you'll be I was say you go no since you send the man ye church from money momutimi quite than near Yehuno. Because one, his the face of Ghana, we artist L5 Ghana me hota, he's part of it. Stonebwoy, you can't go away with it. It's I think say also munya exposure and this you do baby new man no. And your man went to get a man for command and idea. You need a management. When they talk, you listen. You need a management. To me to say, "Oh, would you know who say no? Your man kitting be touch him." But Ubi will honor my own. Oh, a son saying you cost no naka. But Stonebwoy, frankly speaking, or one of voice. I think say when Yabuana yitimi ye board at tele. I think they will go far. So
okay.
No can they right. Then my dear back when I have me pie friend say Janet tour at the anymore. Next time chat house for yesterday say mon check fire service for me now
so my main fan to John so for say Robert Clark Kasama VGMA and no Sanso Kasama format at house or I can say Hanum say. So there are some of the things of which me abwa. Na yitimi nyanti ase Hanum say. Nia ite Hammond also a board member of VGMAs and so Hanum say obebwa. And when it comes to some of the questions now me sure say nyanti ase the last time Nia ite Hammond was here yeneni din komo cheche niama eni su bebre mi yetimi sua niama bebre. When tie bi then you missed a lot. But I know we are share about the event itself. So Robert Clark Nancy Mami Musan about Stonebwoy kakra me kan Robert I'm sure say a lot of people among for Bibri I can say Stonebwoy performance because I just passed a comment on him he just answered to it drag was it a technical was planting sa na mo hye no and maybe being koye entinema the drama bit na edi kan no it me I say mutwe pa Diampa was with the issue and unse me can be there was just asking say Stonebwoy was shouting in the performance no from what I watched meaning say if the monitors were not working and now say ebia oni any we kind of talk back and our earpiece I'll be home. So if you can just speak to those ones for us.
Mechobia. First of all, with respect to Stonebwoy, I think he's been interviewed on this. I see he was building up a little bit of anticipation because while he wasn't introduced. Like his name was not mentioned, say he was coming on stage. Into the act that he had, he mentioned said the beginning part was supposed to build a little bit of anticipation. So I think that's what he did, and he followed through, and then he gave his performance. With respect to the shouting idea, I don't know whether I'm not too sure. I can't speak to it because I don't remember hearing anything like shouting, so to say, or even if it was shouting, then it was his voice being high with respect to Ibia and Pesoka. So I can't really speak to it until Ibia. If I sit down, watch it again to check whether he was shouting or whatever. But to the best of my knowledge too, I'm not too sure if anybody complains say the earpiece you couldn't hear, and I said the monitors couldn't give him that feedback into any day. Maybe just pardon me on that particular line.
Okay. Ninim say bia be beka wana about this Stonebwoy thing. Ninim say maybe you have episode can one.
Not really, but now I just wanted to also normally no you can say you performing live we always think of live band, but you can perform live without a live band. You get me? Because if your voice is your instrument and you have playback material and you're singing to it, you are performing live. You get me? So it's not just only about playing with a live band. You get me? So we must separate that from the miming, because with the miming you are not performing with your voice. You get me? But you can be performing with your voice on a playback material, which makes you perform live. I just wanted to add that.
Okay, all right. So, Keke again. That means now. So now can be but so many old dear wajinche. Now we come about we see our fire service for had to come in the account, but with general assessment. Mean you na memra me panel members for no so.
I think VGMA 23rd way was so nice. I think I feel be omu improvement. Ne mama de na me hu ye no pen I started man crofo dwane. So if security be okay fire service machine
but the fire service for that's a fire service.
You see one problem.
No, there's conference center meaning say
it's dangerous.
So you see
one problem about Ghana no bro.
No, Keke.
So what were they?
No.
But
no.
Me I was there. Before the thing started.
I think so.
So Aquano what Pamplona so no.
Boss, I think so this is a good time for us to congratulate the mitigation team, the fire service team. Say first of all, to know say if you are working with pyros and there's a possibility of one having a defect, and then having a mitigation plan, say you should have people on standby. And then as soon as the thing happened, they came to quench it for the program.
When
to
they came, I was out. Listen to me. I'm coming. I'm
not saying you were not
listen,
out. Listen.
Let us be real here, okay? You said we should appreciate them. We are appreciating them. So when we found a lot of mistakes,
you were saying stuff. You said this twice already. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Yeah, but you said it, and I'm saying something. So would you listen to what I'm saying as well?
I'm listening, bro.
Exactly. What I'm saying, sir, we should appreciate the fact that the fire service folks were able to put their acts together and respond almost immediately in such a way that it didn't mess up the flow of the program. You know, because what happened was after that particular performance, the camera was on what's the name? The MCs who now put out the information, like, you know, they were continuing their conversation. Right after that, we were able to move on to the next set of activities. So for it happening and it's not messing up the flow of the program, up to the point that if not for those who were present that were putting out information that even the public would not know, I think that this has been managed extremely well. So I just want to say, sir, congratulations to the fire service folks and the team responsible for having the mitigation plan for pyros. Yes, it's distasteful, but I like the fact that there was some quick response to it.
Okay.
And that is what is nice.
So many badges say just to more than Brofuna many badges.
Just to add to it, you know.
Okay, so
now KK track about the guy on the stilt walker no. Was there and stilt walker na ne call but was
a friend Sakabu
no. Okay. But it was the production team that gave him, because they felt say based on the stilt and how high the thing was, he could obviously reach there easier. So they gave him. But you know, because he doesn't have that experience, he didn't know what to do. And the fire service people just came to do what they know how to do best.
KK. Okay, so o concern pan is a worry ni saying.
Na me concern is I say nipa ho adwuma na ayaye. So ya kwa brochire a so mo fa nipa ndi agro, and looking up to like Ghana Music Awards is very, very big. And that night, in festival, the whole world is watching. So we wanna accident there. It occurs any time, anywhere. But I think we need to fireman no by, and I didn't know fireman no friend no by, and I didn't know opinion and no, he couldn't do anything.
Fire extinguisher.
You understand? And me, I left before maybe me on a show when that thing started. Now you see,
bought fire service for no subo na bought Charterhouse for subo there.
Oh, a organization and any pabako, a Charterhouse they fire, including Yenina, be or Yenina. So we need to that's what I want to be. I want to punch on. Once again, I know another piano yepe hypocrisy in the higher into the day per se chronomia crana na papa on kitten. So maybe that is what I have observed and I'm just alarming.
Okay. Councillor, the last issue me so person can be.
Let me say dear Robert Kani dear ni Kano. Ne kwan so we want to appreciate their fire service, but their response was poor. I mean, we should stop this ostrich behavior. Their response was poor. In the place, fire service was all around the place, even before the fire came. Before a Janbai, fire service was a uniform or more. Not just say preparation was for such a thing. The parents were always used to be electrical engineering, say a so a status say a good form no. Your team in chairman catch and say way best sparky fire. Not your team in chairman kai. Enti me sorry fi ma konwa no so na fast service mama ba ko ni me twa picture me catch me ko say how ready are you nyame na me no crefo. My issue is ade ni see no whether it's panic or whatever, Ghana National Fire Service they are too trained and too solid say ade ni see no there's height problem. So immediately you know say you provision for, naturally Robert be at the top of the Paris in a bit missing. Ubetma set at the end of say bibiba pa it will just signal and quench it. That's one aspect of it. And we are one. But no person would do no. Bebia ye fa akwano jina dia no so nunji wenu na onfa enye no. That is where the drama started, and that was when the minister and then the people left because they didn't know whether it can be quenched. And tina come here prepared anka. Ajanti yano the three in one ladder. No, I really, papa, yeah, you. But the scene was like, no, but being ready, so best over there. And the Abia, because the first service, yes, they were there, but the readiness in solving the problem was the fear.
So, Councillor Kasano, who said, Niaite Hammond, Robert Clark.
So they created fear.
No, they are grabbing the microphones.
No, the first service created fear because until first service man, the way he quenched the fire, was wrong. Yes, or quenching fire no. But Obi Fani Jinani Konso. Somebody carried the fireman on his shoulder. Was it what they rehearsed? The security guard carried the fireman to be able to quench it. And I'm saying, yes, they were present. But if we are engaging on services now, young can't say the prices are high. So get a 3-1 in ladder in case a catch fire on near the bar. Who near your. But if we are not saying fire services bad,
so it's here for Muti na ABS and come away ID. So VGMA no so Saturday women there money. At a point in time, na Kiddy perform no or they nya enfant for omo friend no masquerade your friend Sakramodu. Won't so jina eduatenten so no sa na yenim se bia no na bi ne kokan bibio but enkania ne bia wo soro honom sei no e just started say tete e jano started say tete gu form ne ne ka honti me fan say won say e bia electricity I say tete ja sa bi pepepe na na ekoso honom sei na ne si no and it's CCR no unfortunately for television producers just like say etie for Mecca na say won say boy be a World Cup no be edimrika na okọ park no so a omu yi ball no TV no ya hwe no mo yi camera na fio omu yi camera na fio a uhu but see technology ama television producers omu ntimi fa sa anyama ni nsie enti wudi besie enti tisania VGMS omu bo modern yi camera na fio but amanfo a wo mote honum sei e de omu phone twitwae edit to social media enti fire service papa no otehwe fire service papa oba bedumja or the fire extinguisher and first of all enti for me twanfo ni na tie mo amahu na motimi ahu because mimi ni ho enso na say technology adarwa ye huni jina enti TV ni de omu di sie ye but amanfo de omu phones twitwa bibia de to live my hu enti Ejani sa sia sa tete no. Ena mko fa fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher. Fire service ni no. Omu ntimi because akwa no gina sakrabo du no so no wa. Enti omu de ade no ma no. Akwa so onye yen training as a fire quencher. Onim se ne asidumja. Enti ade na ma no so pump ade no fo digu je no. No pump bigu we. Fire service papa no so beji fire extinguisher. First of all, ye hu se no ye ono a pump ade no gu nanim. Fire service, papa, now no fire service trained man. You yourself, you even pump the thing to your own face. What kind of training are you giving the fire service people? Huh? What is this? Fire service people quench fire and you are quenching your face. Is that how you are trained? First of all, a trained fire service officer, he fell. This Ghana fire service people, when we talk, they will say this, that, this. He fell. Okay, Obia Timothy. But it shows Ghana won't say it tells us that we catch say you didn't even train, like you didn't prepare, not train. You didn't prepare. You know, said they are thing and a counselor can as a counselor can no create do. So how can you know? How can you know say event here light TV was through tin enti BBC enke de atwede aba be twireti o kade ne ya crack fire service na nkomo yi be hu sa atwede no na ewro nka obon se nka ade ne si ya kra obon se drone na dem honum se na drone edum ja no te se ne omo ye baby no bon se drones na kona pump ade no full sika yom de ni na to V8 omo fa nto drones fa ma Ghana fire service enti nka wese nka da to drones nka bon se nka eja no yes e kona na drones na nam enam event wo na pompi ade no gum full ne edum fire service papa no kote hwe we say me nya so say insurance omo be man insurance bia fire service ne te hwe osan so pompi ade no eduro no be pompi edum ja no ekogu lenim ni na manfo adaroma meboa wo de Robert Clark woni ni idea meboa story na makan meboa wo de won kan trade for some boa Robert meboa
Kwasi
mba chen from Robert
na me be sure
they
okay na
what's it
they okay drone na ekroma na awesome na okay na Dubai
one thing American me see baby nka bo se jane say na drones nam inside of full na emi ade no guso full na edum but Ghana there you better drones ama Ghana fire service for you better V8 for the amaya ho so Robert mpacho account no say correct
mpacho media is very simple
me account na me mind say correct
wo dia no
account na me mind na correct
you are saying say eno na wo hu here and I can't speak to it media is very simple. There was a potential fire outbreak from a pyro flash, and then it was sorted out. So,
true phone or see my dance new abruche. Your live Facebook stream no. Yeah, the idea not to her. Me describe you now. The show Facebook. Everything is there. So, Papa or Tihoya, me busan so Niame Kaya no cry na didn't nam quanchen.
Man, fan quanchen. I'm just telling you, sir.
I just wanted you to corroborate. Say no cry.
Listen, me kindly say there was a potential fire outbreak and it was sorted out.
No. No cry na no cry. My account.
No cry say there was not even a fire outbreak.
There
was a potential. You know, because one is not fire as in Abia. To say now kind obi na dwembe ni say electrical
me see a jatete
electrical fault in I say I saw no but a pyro flash endum so it start
pyro eja
no not really
it's
a semi fire
pyro flash
whatever it is there was a semblance of fire and it was quenched.
That's it.
You get me? The process, if we want to discuss the process, we can decide to discuss the process. But that was not, because if it was a real threat, the program wouldn't have continued. Like, for example, when we had a real threat at the VGMA some years back, there was a pause.
The guns and ammunition.
Okay.
You get me? But in this case, it wasn't, because it wasn't a major threat. In fact, it wasn't a minor threat, but it happened and it had to be quenched and we had to move forward.
Yeah.
Let me say, na me ni hobby, but account how my incident o kan
Yeah.
And say na me nua me a omo free VGMA setup no mo. Say na omo so omo kira ase no. Me feel say nka ebeboa. See nyina de be adesuade. Ni how kan yi say CEO and CEO. Omo mo dem ho ehun ne course. And no chesi a record bi ne niema. Inti media me feel say oh, there be pyro flash names. I never we are okay. Oh,
that's where it came from. It came from pyro flash.
Kwasi knew one Nante several times. So Kwasi was acting a movie. Kwasi was Kwasi was
what Kwasi said is exactly what happened.
I'm saying that.
So you mean
no,
that's what happened.
I'm saying that
hot folk movie.
No, but that's what happened.
Counselor, take your time. No, take your time. You're not getting me.
No, when you say a movie, I think it's exaggerating.
No, I'm not. Why movies exaggerate?
No, yes, we do a
Not
lot of
necessarily.
fictions. No, we do a lot
I'm
of fictions.
saying that Kwasi is on radio. So he's drawn a picture.
Which is the true picture.
Did I say it's a wrong picture? I said he's done a movie. He's just drawn a picture for those who were not.
Sometimes I say
For those who were not available, who were not there to visualize the thing. And I'm saying, sir, in doing that, obviously he did a good job because he added some encomiums to make that.
No.
The truth is that
you have given an eyewitness report.
The eye was in there.
You have given an eyewitness report
from the perspective of.
And also eyewitness report now man in Ariano about the organizers no almost say
unim because me can we and I'm say nya me client ni nyina no Facebook live streaming yeah that omo betimi ahwe on Facebook mu nhwe say me boa on be ka say me boa
but we say the awoka ni na mu no Robert say
fire service papa no otehwe
oh that definitely
otehwe
yeah
fire service papa no ade no pacho secret fire service papa no first or yes pump ade no pump good enim
obo powder
papa no just sakrabo du no so no wentimi anya ade ni ye ntina fire service ni yes or no aba be gina ade and e jan so titititi office ro ye hu ni nyina me de video me see amanfo try different angles different shades hu ni nyina eno na me kan ye
okay
but nya me de kan ho o sin communes no correct because in communes na me de kan ho no ne say me sin cancer see de beto drones inti drones no ye communes because eno de me ni nsu ya adwen pepepe
okay
yama fire service for drones yama fire service for no ladder tisenia cancer lutro taken e bia 3-tier ladder anka no na so ogina so na anka e ba ya kpakpakpa no ogina so no akodum fire service for ni bi nti san communes no so no correct
okay question ana wo kan ni na wie no Robert ono oye production person no or no produce event no or say it was a potential fire out of eyewitness report no or someone up say a potential but you see say uno be din commoners in Nipan ka say there was a potential fire it means that the awuka which was the eyewitness report no to him no is a potential it means that the thing could have been
Kwasi me pacho wo media before say nka PR pa de enya no say o ba beka say o twa ntro but PR sometimes have to seek information and present it to the appropriate quarters.
So what are you saying?
What are you saying? Future, your friend is saying rectification.
So what are you saying?
Whatever happened, you didn't anticipate say ABC.
Yes,
there were fire service for imposition, but Obia anticipated say Janibet me free because my year mo test ni bibia man accident. I believe say ni see some time back a 2 or 3 Bible no say munti na ho man si biem. Sanso na waiting so a SNA. Next time no, you are going to make sure say the 3-tier ladder no will always be in place. Me boy.
So you're not getting you're not getting me.
There was a need.
They are not getting what I'm saying.
There was a potential fire.
First assessment I be kind of say.
Why are they?
All of you accept whatever you happy here.
No, but say a potential. How would he accept something which is a potential?
I think for Robert's own is that whatever occurred with Hono, and distracted the program flow.
That is
Yes,
the thing.
No.
And I'm appreciating them.
Good. One and distracted program, no. But said genuinely, if you're on the ground, sir, there was a level of panic with people.
But I'm saying that even with all of these, I'm saying, I am happy. And I am commending the people that at the end of the day, they were able to prevent.
We understand that.
So that has been my position.
You see, this is your position you are taking. And now, share the question. There are two Facebook this year. Minutes ago, we are going to read the comment about what happened there. The issue program here fine. You can say fine. But sadly, see here now anchor out pona later. If another portal call out, there were so many errors, sir. You can say you inform ideas correct. Fast service papa no G extinguisher no. He was jumping with it.
I hear you. You've said it.
And you problem. You can't say, "We okay," because he didn't instruct the program. No being cancer. You can say, "See, BBS wo am I can." So you can't. The see the wrong ones too. Fast service, yes, they were there, but they didn't prepare for what happened. I'm not just here, but I have to say what son how can it say?
And Pamchon Pessia Queen him white. Now, young friend in Simpacho, almost next time, Niamakani in Ampacho. Robert. Mpacho, pay attention. Uni pay attention. Na me bo voice we are saying Mpacho. Mumboy kakrani intiminyanti asye. Ya share teach you. TV so on the YouTube, the social media handles near there. Mpacho, and to me bo voices be munti man why.
Don't move. Don't take the thing out. Don't take the VGMA. Lights. Give me Giovanni. Lights. Giovanni talk.
All right, so welcome back to the VGMA at.
Come too stable. I'm coming to you. Lights. Don't move. Don't take the thing out. Don't take the VGMA. Lights. Give me Giovanni. Lights. Giovanni talk.
All right, so welcome back to the VGMA at 23.
Okay, so any army boy, you know, Nina said, oh, share TV, oh, share social media, live streaming, YouTube, Nina Kahwa. What is technical people behind the production, you know? One communication, one name the presenters, Nina Kosu, at a point in time, it went on for quite some time. For some time. So, in Sembisane said, why did it drag that long? Is it na production team no bia draw my attention? It's okay. Niamu can be a no yet you huniamu you. By so Robert Ohanum saying from VGMS. Robert, what happened? Is it na obient me and can't say Sadi we na koso? Because I'm sure.
One of the things that we got feedback on, earlier on when the information came, we're not too sure what the people were commenting about. It came to us at the backstage. So now, if you listen, ABR microphones we were on backstage. We checked everything, then there was nothing. So later on, somebody more technical, actually, and say is the director's voice they were hearing based on what the person was calling. Then we realized, then it means it's coming from the OB van. And say from the OB van where we traced, it was some knob that was supposed to be pressed, like more or less released, so that it's supposed to be off, so that the information doesn't go out. So I think when they discovered that, then they sorted it out, because then the message was coming to us, and we were not too clear where it was. So we were just a microphone. Said, "Well, put your microphone up." We were just checking, and I said, "Is somebody holding the mic that is a hair?" So at the end of the day, these things usually it happens at the backstage. And it's not meant for the public. Unfortunately, it came out into with one of those technical glitches we are not too happy with.
Again, Mustati show na Mustati semunya problem with microphone, and also went on for some time. Me assure that people are taking our way into some of these things. We'll just ask okay, well, sure, no, sometimes Bianca, a cost for some time. Was it battery that they have to change all these technical issues? No, they are not found. Anna Robert, Anna meaning
again. it's also one of the things that we are not too happy about, because at the end of the day, once you work with third parties, we put in 100%, 105% to be able to give in a good show. Maybe you open the lines for communications, then for some reason the telephone lines are not working. It's not you, Aboagye, your fault. It's a technical glitch and BBC. So let's just say it's one of those things that happened that we are not too proud of, because of we were ready to use microphones. Technical people have given us microphones. You are holding the mic, and all you want is to be able to speak. But unfortunately, the technical people behind didn't power it for it to sound for us to be able to go ahead. And again, that's one of the things that we're not happy with. So it's if you put the two together now, there are technical issues that I think at the end of the day that crippled us a little bit. Along the road, we solved them, but then again, question is how to ensure, say, maybe next time these things don't happen, or whoever is manning it is sharp enough to understand, say, And funny enough, you didn't have this last year. So when you use the same set of people, then you're wondering what happened. You didn't have this last 2 years. So then again, what happened? And we try to most of the time use the same people so that that knowledge build up and experience always counts, so that you can always improve upon yourself. So I think, say, it was a weakness that was eventually addressed, but yeah, it wasn't a good taste, but it's one of those things that happened, and we've taken a good faith.
Okay, maybe sabako na mama me pana members so bia ni omo pese umbusa teach uni ni aite Hammond no me busa bata manfo no bi so say omo hira ya ma twi no so ndoso enti ya no ahye no so mami teach Robert. So in terms of bia nipa dodo omo ye adwuma e wo sa production yeah, mun time for listening to but do you have it? Okay, well, we use maybe our 13 cameras, maybe fine. There were almost about 2,000 people that on set helping this more of that numbers, no figures, no.
I can get you the accurate figures, but to see idea, I can't. I think we used the number of cameras I use there, so I think more than 7. I think about 7 or 9. I'm not too sure. And then number of people working there, I have to get from the different teams, but backstage, different numbers. Like, so we had different activities being coordinated by different people. From red carpet production, different team. Then if you come to the engineering side in terms of the sound team, also different numbers. Then backstage performance coordinators, also they were there. And then in terms of the people coordinating the back before in the general ambience of the place, and then so different areas. But I can try and get the accurate figure, and then that's information I can always pass to you later. But it's heavy different sets of teams are more together.
Okay, and ni can't be at the red carpet. I'll get a voice because I just particularly I recorded that particular thing. Ni kind of, for me, it sounded a bit contradictory on the award scheme itself, but. Whilst I try to sort out that particular voice, no, my so create a microphone, no, now so great. So anything on the VGMS, particularly on the 23rd year edition, ni aite Hammond Ohanum say board member of the VGMS, Robert Class speaks for the scheme. Also Ohanum say and Chatter House. Ni apese obu say bia busom. Nyum tuni keke fosunsu Ohanum say. If it's on also performance, ni nyan mu bi so question. Yes, on so betimi aboa. I'm sure he can speak on behalf of Ninian Anyum Tifonina. Meet you, so great.
Okay. First, my basu say this year the organize Debiano Moya. The fact say a man for a year critical about it, it makes them say people have interest in it. And no the Debiamon fan who say there are events be brave cause why we are be uncountry crampo. That means they didn't pay attention to it. Into VGMA, Meboma Baso from where you started from to Baby Amobedri, Meboma Baso. Mistakes are caused. Tiseni and all can talk back. It be new. Won't say baby every phone supposed to be silent. But Ubehona mistake biakoba. Mekai say yes.
We have somebody's phone ringing here. It's not.
Well, because I say, Kwasi, yeah, program sometimes we go be the machines they call off. Near the answer, yes, we are born come how the backstage in come bono. A big about it. It's hard Halifax. A phrase there. In some of them, yet you was Beshe, or be a dream. Make I put that day. it was serious because come on here born in the west I use it in here man.
Live on radio. We're greeting ourselves in the Ghana language.
No, he was greeting me.
I was greeting him in the Ghana language, and it was a strong language for mothers. And then Ochami Kofi deliberately put it on air. And when he finished, he apologized. And I told everybody that he's because he's immature. That was no mistake. It was deliberate.
Who is immature?
Ochami Kofi.
And but you're young, so
that side no. Me feel say a bit me happy. Me dear, the biano. Kwasi Aboagye be attested to it. Kwasi, with your permission, not hating at you, but since Omo Hansi Omo can organizers no, it has been my challenge with events for years, especially VGMA, and I'm appealing to you. Take this thing serious. Me pamocho. Event biya no ehia promotion. Unti me nka se VGMA dru ba bia dru no nti ehia promotion biem. It will go on to pilot. I'm telling you, kakra na be cut down. Sustain the promotion. And one key factor is media. Say you factor the media into your planning. Organically, no media no epic VGMA. No more discuss any name. But a ban event night, me who say mo bom modern mu, but mo improve kakra by factoring the media as part of the production. Not almost so ready.
Go straight to the point. Catch them say open ticket.
And you say me pay ticket. No. And you me pay ticket as
ticket.
Be factoring bacho time nini wakwisi bacho. Factoring the media.
Anytime say go straight to the point.
Factoring the media into the production. No. You say you know say okay, more media for be 20 in Accra. Or mu discuss it in various shows. Be 9 radio stations they discuss it. Or more pundits say. So you have the number in Kumasi. I'm telling you, say, that number no, of media people, no, they are more critical to the event and its sources in future. As seen some of the nipani be a sebi moment invitation. Because Ankrofon no add anything to the progress and sources of one the industry and two the events. But ubon zomo kita invitation card, special invites. No ma bet nothing say. Some of them have names, big names. Even event it doesn't factor anything to the show. But media for the promo 2 year for the night, this is very technical and critical. Say because me am man ko bi. Because say me can't say Salaman say because I wasn't there.
So great.
3 music I was there.
So great. Well, I think so I make you brilliant submission, but Ote and Nadia.
Okay.
Say I've always disagree with you on that.
Yes, you disagree. But
no. Make me now betray. And I'm saying that say what kind of radio show? Because I have said it, and I think you shouldn't repeat this thing here in Pacho. Or point out we make me know you are dream 100%, and you make a brilliant submission. Say yes, there are people you give invite to, who, excuse me, taflache, any dear painful muti, a bio more. They don't add anything to the event, but I will not be chasing my common event. By we devoting the entire time. You add all this thing to more sponsorship, no more kodia. You add it. I know you added that the as me making Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, Vodafone. So you add all those things in your sponsorship package that you call it what? Post-event discussions and the advantage Vodafone is even getting on mileage nina because you really say obia a common VGMA sir, it doesn't add so new can me but this thing about so creating how come I say and the men can I took time and I also watch the entire program on social media and YouTube. So as also as a pundit, even if you don't go, you can also do that.
Kwasi, you took time because you have time. How about me? I need that luxury of time based on my other schedules. Or equally important schedules.
I won't argue with
The
you.
event was happening there.
I have many argue, but we may argue. Don't argue with me.
No,
but I'm saying don't argue there because I have just said it to you.
Anyway,
this is
you have years to hear.
We should even do this on radio, but I'm just makancho me say what can ya can no nti na say ya can but the tail end now can no and nya wo de beta to no so no seb you enu de no don't go there me say member can and you have the luxury of time do the next time me po be a luxury of time obetimi a share VGMs no yes our discussion na no abeka. Okay. That's your choice. And VGMA dear, I don't want to be a part of the discussion. Then near feel beer. Okay. We can also do that. Okay. You can come into that agreement with me. Okay. Because me too, the content of this discussion you have to go on. You understand? Don't argue, Socrates. Don't argue.
My mom, the effect, the tail end is the effect of their
your friend is saying, if you can't watch and come and discuss, then I'm saying that when it gets to the point, tell me. I'll look for someone who can discuss, then we'll come and discuss it. It's as simple as that.
Yo, okay.
Counselor, mean to you. Unkwana de bia pesa o yes adian.
Bra. Me da say, at least me ka last time they say VGMA event no totally no. Say yeah kwesi say ya din kakra was studio. Ope kasa crowd do. Instruct me. Brad Bacho, because VGMA, we a comparison, you compare them to themselves. And my reason was because you shared the year last year. Now, I say, me call and I did back one, I'm who said the previous ones, near COVID, near say. So, me share. And a day before, me share, because I'm share live on YouTube, me catch all. And to me share, Yamana course, and I was expect even me watch on us, and I was watching the YouTube at the same time. Now me share two. No, now me catch MC about one of the guys from Joy Prime who say, "Oh share YouTube now. You enjoy it more than oh share live no, because live no who depend straight. But I'll share YouTube now, the sound and everything. So I was enjoying both sides, and I was getting my criticism. I was writing. This will be a Yasuma reporter, but for me it was a good show. Me share years ago. Me can say be a COVID into the band sir. But the turnout for people who cry okay. Number two, red carpet. Me cast time when we unveiling. Was it unveiling? The one I met you that you've closed. Yes. The time they gave before I got there, they closed. I was thinking, say Charlie, I might feel late, few go. But when I got there, they stick to the time when they close. So when I left here, and I was supposed to be there at 7 for red carpet. You know, maybe you see, may do a red carpet. You know, near pond. But whether it was because of me or what, me do another red carpet. You know, yeah, so MC no delay. But nevertheless. The show started. The show was good. My problem is Stonebwoy. Sir Robert say he was not introduced and no delay. Yeah. For me at the event, say who show a YouTuber, a beya would de. Say who show a YouTuber, say na Stonebwoy a chair ya na a beya it makes it nice. But say what venue are because it was no suspense because all the screens are all at your Stonebwoy.
I'm not saying he delayed. The reason why he delayed was because he wasn't announced. Though. All I was saying is he wasn't announced, and he said he wanted to create some suspense. That's all.
The suspense for me, we show YouTuber. But me can say yeah, or the eye do baby no. It was too long.
No, by no cry no cancer. Me share me me hunisa. Me cry me YouTube. Me feel say a chemami.
It was too long. They were worried. Stonebwoy on by and introducing an den. At the time of Wuda say Stonebwoy be can cre na yen share at any bioma. The Stonebwoy we know and the way hey no bano. Stonebwoy be no anyansa. Unless it be I mean maintain ye. Stonebwoy Wuda that's expectation where nyansa no cre no because oche and I say na ya trend hey after all of a sudden no amba. And your bear muno, and my art na a costume, a useless to some of us because repeat the art was not as long as our channel. And yet the same thing, go back again, keep beating the people, and then what was the history behind it? So no matter how the production solid might be on social media or whatever, no audience never yen share how we can also enjoy the show with all the thing. Stonebwoy saw a team at the point in time. Say need you, Mimi who say Ebi any jebro so 18 or 18 because I mean as a musician there are times that you lose your key because there's a talk back in your ear or there's a sound back in your ear man who say radio me say na ko be na to that but Stonebwoy starting on team na or me see ade no so now who be a okọ obeka say breath control and then but ebi o he nije senya nije dia na say the live performance no say na nika no live band performance no ye de you find say Samini amachi the day kodwantwi any omoma keninti obi bo live band. There's a certain expectation from those of us who are sitting. I mean, Samini cannot be on that stage. I bet nasi. And you say, I mean, you can't cry. But Ushe crowd now. Somebody started do baby no. Time over down. The people sat down. A child send a performance in it here. And it's still by performance no. Yes, obey solid, but the hitches didn't really help. Any one of her. Now, minim akwaba kun performance. Black Sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of art around it. And now, Osha Black Sheriff, there's a big expectation. After, and Sonia Bono, I didn't know anything. The next performance there by a VGMA. So, one, in the minds of people, I keep saying, VGMA is not compared to anyone. They compare themselves to themselves. And that's me. But Obia who said, okay, so this is why we now. Or by this time, then a bear.
Eja.
All of a sudden, you shot. I did be a artwork, be a war. Sana sa artwork Max be a war. So no be buffem. Oh, you want no buffem. No aba. I think say live performance na Mboa Black Sheriff. Pobi Samia live band no Mboa no.
Mboa say band na Mboni ye and I saying
when flow. Akwani is solid with the mind me na ya bo we ni we chire no. Ode ni performance no enye compare three music go the ba compare the oye any way now because that's the last time you no maybe Samia no.
Okay, so hold on. Memo atwa so but keke be microphone since our yum tunity attitude. Nya councillor can fa Black Sheriff yin. Now so hold him say unhu ni saying or say live band performance no Amwa Black Sheriff.
I think councillor right there or no and then right no can obi so be no feeling but me being musician me sure he got to a part not or screaming too much experience and I can say experience compared to Samini when Samini grabs out like we'll calm things down but also your new artist and then why Bebre, he was okay, but why Bebre, PFA, Obaka now you say like people expectations no and it does not say audience ni nyane sana. That is how they come out like senior councillor head and I can't know. So I think say live band lady say you beat me suani and you just shouting, just sing, and you're singing. So microphone need be a lower. They will bring it up because there's no way a live band will voice beat my over the machines and the mobono unless say what to have as a microphone my then do about. So we got to a time and I saw my brother was doing it but now say and then I think say omu koto CD na so muti enyum na obi won mo ba so tie ne ekoso na. But there's one thing I was saying say live band when it comes to live band you will never get what is on the CD. But who artists no there was a spicy now we show skills, your vocal ability, your breath. I mean, it's a whole ball thing. So if you're not ready, don't touch it. Be sure say why a master perfect before you go and stand a platform like VGMA because VGMA yeah, easy platform.
Okay, before I cancel better, because you have used the word experience so many times. It was a live band performance. So one person performer for me, the performance was good. It was very exciting. Jackie is pretty new. She performed with the live band. And for me, that was a world-class performance that she put up. So what is this thing about? Or you new into your new experience, or you new experience, or you new? I suggest in say, an episode change say, so for floor. That means that about a live band performance, can't won't me.
You see,
I said, lucky experience. Is that the episode channel?
Yes, experience. Experience is the teacher. When you try it, and you see, you want penny for be almost soon to me ball live band. I get in it, but the experience is how you control yourself How you discipline yourself. ABI amount microphone. I was say auto with the band. Ehunia the idea count. Obi on original platform no so crowd no kekena eden usro. One time I watched the lady you mentioned.
Lucky.
Yeah, on UTV show. And you see, the way I ate I was like, oh, I want to see something extra. But that day, Samoba kind of crowd, that day, she couldn't pull up. So things say gradually, and if you know, so she's in when you experience, no. So if you keep on trying it, that will give you the experience. I get in it. And ABI, you can't say experience. I don't just say what were you doing much ain't. The more you doing it, no, you become experienced.
Okay, so great. So I'm answer here quickly.
You were talking about Black Sheriff. Who shared a performance at the VGMA? No, they compare three music. Three music to me would be I can say.
You're right.
He did perform.
No, you're right.
So if it's about experience, are you telling me so be your experience or they another three music there? No, senka way happen first. And some three music nearby, then Becca saying when you experience, we're correcting the mistakes. But way the no, a year lower than three music will be Samia. Okay. So what I've counted to that?
One, what
on
what I can say is you see three music are there no more no. It depending brain behind saying your person Obama and how they package him.
No, the performance.
Maybe. Account to performance. Once I can fans. Share the way and the performance, energy, no who more man any boy my encouragement in the costro. Crowd and only the one mujinjana boy. And I think said almost said that package boy no what three music comparing to this VGMA no share the way you parking and they okay almost some person say bolai band mine. So it depend on you artists no you need to add things to it plus to it. Or no they were my platform. It is our platform no be or the amount no a be fair bro so a ejina artist no so. Into kakra meti me aka no.
But me bisa keke. So ke question no bisa no. Sense nsuye wo mu. Baako miming.
And baako
live band performance. I don't know.
It was miming. But Emerson normal boss CD, you know, so he was singing through it.
They had
the live band over there.
That was a live band. It was live.
That performance.
But it was late, no boys, no almost live band now. They play back to it. And no cramp penny for baby Roma yeah bought play near the boom.
Three music was on. I didn't know because I saw the live band there.
Okay.
I saw the live band there. They were playing.
No, that particular song, I don't think there was.
You see, we have this thing.
I don't think so.
We have this miming. It's not be a live band, but there's a playback on it. Then who sound maybe being aging that, but we're not in some corner.
At the point that microphone call off, no. What was off?
But you could feel the energy. That's what we're trying to say.
No, microphone call off, no. He was near to voice cramble. In the say be near a bot at the end, no air mime to it.
Playback.
Okay, playback. Were you talking about playback? Yeah.
So we were not hearing his voice, but the sound was playing. Instead of confuse you, is it -1? Is it no? I want to know.
No, playback.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah, because I understand what you're saying.
Robert,
I think they replaced it. Until when they replaced it, that's when we could hear him.
Yes, right but there, so. No, can say if it is playback, playback.
Playback means a secret. CD, instrumentation, no, but then the artist need to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the playback. Good. So that's what they did. Because media and all this one, I thought say
a live band
because I saw the
playback.
That's what.
Okay.
Playback baby and obi all money a bit is a match the days near that I don't think say or match the day will go straight up but when say unless say be a shows there was shows be 10 shows 5 shows on a roll and no udu baby now voice no yenya e bebre so do feel say bebre no na playback
no
but support
that one with a match cry he won't allow
thank you
but say waka Jackie performance we are says we don't
Sinaso Aboagye Junior
only young girl.
Sinaso.
Almost performance was okay, but baby, what trumpet no. At a point in time, we wanted to feel the fingers of. I mean, within the artistry, Akwabwa on the keyboard. We wanted to feel what he was going to do.
But okay, keyboard na sem kra na sem can be found.
Say
no ye me a critic intimidate me say nyame ye no me kan na mafa Akwabo ampacho bebe kwabna unua na make say yo efutuo kram de man say sisi a keyboard na do so dodo enye performance ni nyina na de bia be unso the keyboard say opese no your 16 de be te ase nti performance bia be unso ugina keyboard ho my bibi fufu kakra ye di fufu a ya bre epese ye di ampese kakra that's all
right, so there me who and say send a band ne kwa mu tunyum na ye filia or call keyboard ne chino. Immediately me musically I was
no, but it was for me it was also beautifully done.
Yeah,
because
but for me
that's performance. So you have to put up a certain art.
Perfect, my brother. That was okay, but for me musically I was disconnected.
The only thing I mean who was I say horns no a drown ne keyboards.
I wanna make enti na ko ja horns no na.
Yeah.
Omo ye omo ade anka. But okoye keyboard ne pen na ma fi the horns no be ye louder than the ono the enti na fi the nyum no eko. But the omo me no performance omo gina ye wonderful duet between the two no. I mean obviously no be a me musician je be create me some create very different from obi ordinary on the hey or pay. But I think say blend no me here no. Well, it could be part of their thing, but I'm ni biom because for me a drop whatever it is. I do be na me dem no. So that was how I was seeing it.
I think it was beautifully done.
Yeah, for me.
I love it. Even though keyboard no, because every time you Akwabwa any performance you do you want to stand behind keyboard. That's I think say bia for me. Yes, except say bia or per se who's okay well it's part of him see that's fine then we accept that but say yes and a but I think that Councillor maybe yes watch it but I think ne whole art now was beautifully done. It was,
no I mean they may be on TV then as you
no me to us here
because say only till I hope the rehearsal we did whatever it is so anyway to you no say maybe I me feel akotena console that one too has his own rhythm of following too, but I don't know if you
no but I'm saying say from the start Oshasina so baby ojina or two no she started moving because she said now I have to change position because Akwabwa is coming. And with the keyboards, Nisa, I mean the horns, everything. I'm saying you could see that this is something that has been really well planned or executed. That's and I think they did it.
That's your nice view. Now, Mr. view.
Of course, that's it with you.
Say, Mr. if you're YouTube, if you're live, why? And was it Kiddy's performance? Baku performance, yeah. I think it's Kiddy. And maybe one.
You think who now come as MTA? So to me,
no, but me share connection. No.
You mean red light? Red light, no. Kiddy, yeah.
On the YouTube, it was nice.
Yeah.
But in-house
was bad.
It was confusing. Osha YouTube now say na a man what image no you I don't know you will feel it wow show fear no TV when but yeah screen any back no say no didn't na the end
Soliet
Mantias but I was concentrating on the kiddie singing and actually not
you enjoying the Soliet no
enjoyed it.
Man, no mujina di enu ye no bua.
Then me ka ma hon man ti ase, but mo hwe we me ti ase wo ho. What ase? What ase? E wo YouTube me ti o me hwe YouTube na me ti dey na but me ti office man ti ase me go YouTube.
Okay.
What man say? So the performance na me hu say na me hu say etie. I think say Giovanni and the lady the co-MC they did well. They did well in the sense say omo to me hold the idea no say adia na kokra na yet say ya to so a na de omade na ba na ayefe na ma show no akoyie the blend and everything the stage me can say me ko how the stage is going to be it was okay baako bi yɛ send the minister social media by akwa no obepam obepepa kid scan was it the idea of it
it won't come on social
there was another baby
flash that's deep black
deep black we perform akwa no be shoot to area no akwa no pra no hokra no Giovanni hey friend my no baba o me boa no mo pro I mean I don't know if you went on there but akwa no pra no from back to that back it's something else but say I'm passing a packaging live show ebi ayen sure sanya man getting we are buy but over
yeah but someone will take it lightly but mimbisa sadio and again as compared to ABA fine what we watch like soccer and not just even soccer some of these events I share ABA manoni and Ebi said yes Giovanni was excellent on the night but some of these things once TV, the producers are trying not to let the people see what is happening. It was also incumbent on the host or the presenters, and say almost because the director is trying hard. And the presenter is also trying hard to let us see. So there's a disconnect in terms of. So what kind of briefing? It's not like. You don't have monitors or they don't have any monitors that look the director is not showing this. Why are you telling say will be pra ho will be pra and hey we are not seeing it so why are you telling the people all those things? They are not
yeah, I mean, those are some of the disconnects that happen in productions because it's not supposed to happen. You know, some of these things, I mean, on all shows, it does happen. You know, you might, on international shows and all, cleaning stage, it happens, but it's off stage, you know, because most of the time what happens is that for those of us in the auditorium, kind of, you can say we are more like props. We are part of the props, you know, because it's the millions of people on television who you also concentrate on. So you try to keep those things away, or you are setting up stage. Those in the auditorium would see those things that are happening, but those on TV will not see those things. They'll just be seeing the performances and things. So, I mean, obviously, he wasn't supposed to be speaking about that since that wasn't on air, but you know, sometimes you also get carried away with the euphoria of the place, you know, then he cracks a joke and the people in the auditorium are laughing, but it shouldn't have happened. You know, the things that are off camera, you keep them off camera so that they don't distract or people don't start wondering what is really happening around.
Okay, ni uka about props. So great, me mo abem. Uka about props no. Adia ba ko bi ha Vodafone Ghana Music House. Ya ka ho asema say. Empre bebre teach you critics to say mo say etna no say yes, share mo de bia say munye bibi mfa ho. Me nim say yetinkwam next year mo betimi bibi afa ho. And it takes me also back to there was one of the editions where I think I was at the auditorium where you were practically fighting people. Literally fighting people because you want to prevent them from going on the stage. It was terrible as to how but this bit about I don't know so-called important personalities saying who the artists want to connect to them, and because we've been close to artists, we know how artists love to connect with audience. No, these people are sitting there. In fact, there are some even sitting there and they are chatting. The person is performing. He's trying to engage a audience on a phone. So it's like whatever you are doing, I don't care. And you can on so many occasions, even if we have to rent crowd. And there was this experience at me who the last made my count so many times on this program, multi-choice channel O. I was where. Just at the stage, you know, Oma Kriti, I had to say, like, who's they have this crowd, omujina. So they are the people that were really cheering the artists when they come. Because now you're on them saying, your movie is okay, pechepe, you're like, but you need so-called many young could be asked, mole for they'll scream at seeing KK. This is why I saying you feel too big to even say KK. So or Tihonum saying I say KK for sure be no crying. We need people who would cheer them up and make the show so nice. In Pacho, how hard is it for us to do that thing? In Pacho, me and Robert, how difficult is that one?
It's not difficult. It's just sometimes the relevance of it and the organization and the setup and all that. You know, it can be done, but you see, let's not forget that, for example, like as you were saying, you know, like they're on their phone as if they don't care and things. You know, it's like Councillor Lutrot, whilst Kiddy was performing, he was also watching the thing on YouTube. You get me? So it's that kind of thing. You know, these days technology has made it such that you are in the auditorium enjoying the show, but you also want to enjoy social media comments.
But you are part of the pros
and all those things.
If you want to do that, then stay at home. You are part of the pros. You don't want to.
No, yeah, but you see, it's the same people too who cheer. You get me? So you might what you are talking about, I can understand, because those people are rented crowd. So even if the song is not nice, they have to cheer. If the person is not performing, they still have to cheer. You get me? If the thing is nice, they have to cheer. So I mean, yes, those are things that you can look at and have done. I mean, it depends on priorities whether we think is really necessary or not.
But
probably sometimes
I get the impression that it's not necessary. Who here?
What's it?
I get the impression that who here?
Oh,
no,
I can't say because don't say mini hot,
right?
So I cannot say. But if you ask me personally, I'll say, I mean, we can do without it, because all of us also know that those ones are rented crowds. You get me? We all know those ones are rented crowds. They are not real supporters. They have been paid to act that way. We all know that one. So it makes no. But the point is that you also, you know, it's just a handful of, shall I say, dignitaries that are in the frontal area. You get me? Majority of them are really industry persons. The musicians, their team, etc. Majority in the front are people within the industry who you expect.
Yeah,
majority are the people within the. It's just a few, minister, a few ambassadors or some few big people to come and present awards nowadays, or maybe some your clientele. You know, the people that sometimes you say it's not necessary to give them invitation, but you know, based on your business also, you know, there are people who you invite that for some people they might think is they are not necessary, but for your business it is key to have them, you know. So it's a mix of so, but all I'll say is that we all should, and sometimes it's, I don't know, it's a little deceptive, you know, because if you are in the auditorium, you see the excitement in all those places. Like for example, I was there, you know, and people were up and dancing, you know, not the back, you know, those paid people.
Popular stand.
Okay, you can call it popular stand. Those paid people, they come to jam.
Because then there's a problem with directing. Because
probably the time they take the shots in terms of the performances.
It's like these people are not enjoying the show.
Okay,
that's what we are seeing. Right. These people are not enjoying the show, but as you are saying, and it's true, I've been to some of these events. Yes, you see people really enjoying themselves. But when you watch on TV, then you see that the shots that they are giving us, it creates the impression that people are really not enjoying the show. That is also one bit be a fine. They have to.
So probably that area is an area.
Now me perceive me busa keke me busa no, but me busa since we are talking about that particular about the audience. Me busa we kakra. Na I from where I sit, me share and as a critic, I think that the lighting for the audience was terrible. And so if mumma a long shot when they give close up, better. The camera and the bend the so close up. That one, yeah, is better. But when they give us a long shot, you notice that the lighting is terrible. I don't know why we didn't get that particular, whether a deliberate thing, but watching on TV in this way, the long shot of the audience, lighting was not good.
Okay, sometimes some of those things are some part of the technical challenges, communication between director and lighting person. You get me? And they were in the OB van, they were not all seated on that ground. So because, for example, you're going to pick the long shot, because it's also in the auditorium and is an event, you don't want the place lighted all the time. So even though the auditorium is lighted, it's always dim. You get me? So it's a matter of letting the lighting person know that, okay, I'm going to pick this long shot, so can you give me a little? Sometimes some of those things are not communicated on time, so by the time they pick the shot, the lighting person sees it, and before he says, I'm going to put up the light, that shot is gone. And so those are some of the technical challenges that we need also to obviously keep working on to get it better as and when we keep going.
Okay, we are artists. Question ya me busa say how difficult say bit me ama nimu or my SRDA and event organizers. So your friend rented crowd. It's not a big deal, or is it a big deal? Say yes, as an artist, we do stage maybe your mom I'm saying. Sometimes you even have to scream and say, so get up and dance or get up and do this. Saying a year as an artist, any Nyamibu say, do you think sir, it is something that okay, we've been doing this for 23 years and this is how we've been doing it, and if so we should be fine, we're okay, as you say.
I think Neokano say you bet me the account and say my game in the BFA like on say footballers kobobola we say Mofa supporters go come to cheer the game up. I know cry no a man crunches na the but me being an artist I feel like and yes our artists who go in stage don't expect so go in stage and you want them to cheer you up. No, it's your performances now leomo so ono ankasa na ni beba ho so no I say inside that. So I think say ne kwan so no menya ke bia ye ba inside na say red carpet no na cheer up so ko beats na ada na mugina crampo no ntimi o twam sa na ma na efe e ma shows ni jinja ne ade. So I think some ntimi dey ba ho in a way very nice, but artists in fan 2-3 say you want that thing to be before I be perform. No, you need to what's so unya ho akra the comment so na benya akra.
Okay, all right. So get me so man so we okay wo na men ko menim
counselor you know about between the MC and any who outside and me can say technical because on say mo inside no MC na air control ade no and na show outside no is by the director. Usually no e bianca benya commentator in the OB van otimasi enti nya ye hu no e no beka kire enti that will happen, but the director could have controlled once a ye hu e bia
so get me nti wade na say
okay ne happen wo auditorium ho no e different from nya ye hwe outside otimasi enti bibi koso a
ne happen wo auditorium ho e different from nya ye
hwe otimasi enti nya ye hwe no is the director who decides nearby out some person who we akoso ye prapra stage me person who what must say good enti MC no ho ne de onem na wo ho entertaining you on it is even good for the MC so that you sitting there will not even be bored.
But here we are Okay, so sana opesa ochedia. MC ne juma na oye no. Anya just for the omo auditorium honum say no. Yan so ayehwe TV no. So
Yes,
or several nipa mienu. Omo auditorium honum ya ayehwe TV no.
But who controls what comes out? No, the director in the OB van. What you must say? That is where the director sometimes no. We don't say Bianca na.
There be obi pipa honum say.
But you say
obi pipa form. Ena okache camera no and director no and show obi pipa.
Yeah, and only your friend is saying auditorium.
But director ni here because at that point in time no.
It is the director to decide which shots to pick. What you must say and control.
Yeah, but it's not just only shots. You need shot and it is visuals and audio. Maybe.
Yes.
Yes. So on my visuals now. Na ebia audio baby audio no ne ho be na dey na person here.
Oh, these are things you plan ahead. What you must say as fillers. Since you are doing TV production, you prepare all these fillers down. Enti na ho no obetimi up shots be now with some sound.
So main fan is to say pyro na ejana ete no. We nya dia we anticipate here.
Yes.
When to say besi NAC. I know cannot be part of your plan.
No, usua about production, live productions. There be idea obe prepared near megu ho. What you must say? Obe prepare as the director, no, your team, you prepare fillers relating to events near many be. You prepared as all those footage in it all. And in case of any emergency, be no bon say no their film.
For fillers in there, me know ya dream, but ni mimbusa. I mean, you are so critiquing. Me nim say be our contribution be ya.
No, I think what he's not seeing is or what Opachre say near Joe Kaya no. It was on the spur of the moment. You get me? It wasn't part of the scripting. It was on the spur of the moment because he was trying to keep it. But as you are saying, no, the TV was not on that. You get me? Basically, we were trying to hide that one away. And so
the director is aware you were trying to hide it.
Yes, and
so why did he allow the sound to go?
No. How would you know that he's going to say this thing to pause the sound? You get me?
So which sound?
No.
Let me
it's
see.
It's not just sound though.
The sound of what?
MCs are on. They are.
Okay, sorry. So let me explain.
The MC is on air.
Mr. H, let me explain.
It's not just the voice.
His mandate at that particular slot was after Kiddy's performance. We're supposed to get into reactions from Twitter, who are partners to the program. So at that point. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm reading Twitter from Kwame J. He says that is what the focus is supposed to have been.
And what happened?
And then he said otherwise. So that is why I'm saying that at the end of the day, he shouldn't have said it. And then he shouldn't have said the things he said.
The director who knows the scripts, what you must say, seeing something going on, what do you do?
No, you see, when you say director, there are different directors working at the same time.
The director at the OB van.
The director at the OB van is for visuals.
Okay, cool down. Robert, cool down. Point be as okay to make it. And or can be about fillers. And I'm saying fillers no dear many yarding.
Yeah.
So let's say at the spur of the moment, Giovanni can be and says worker. You director. So didn't we have any other filler to at that point try to also take him off? Because let's say near so critical coming in your dream or crime be so about fillers. And we allow Giovanni to also say things that could potentially put the scheme in jeopardy. And I be on Canabia.
No,
even though I know that he could be responsible.
What he said will not put the scheme or the program in jeopardy. You get me? All it is that what we're trying to hide is just giving a hint to people to see it. You get me? So that is not something that will probably require filler, for example. But for example, if we take the spark which the fire service people try to put out, if for example it was within a performance and we didn't have the MCs there, those are the things that the fillers come in. So for example, we'll just go to a quick commercial break, like as it happened some time back where there was that issue. Immediately we went on a commercial break. Those are the things that the fillers become very necessary. I mean, I'm not part of the production team, but if you ask me, this is minor. It is not a major. You get me? So, I mean, it can easily pass. But when there's a major thing like that, the fillers will come in to just clear, and then we move on.
Cancer, we might not mean call. I'm saying Christian is in Casa and Chile. So,
for me, overall, it was okay. I'm some point cry no be I say oh microphone him so me pon. And time a kiddie far for the.
And but you oh can say no. Who first say omo pon time ben.
Oh two crowd.
Oh see.
Oh, 2 cry. I think was it 2 something cry.
And now say to just a more percent. And I know now say
no cry me can crash. Microphone person me. Me can cry.
Yeah.
I'm on for me some.
Oh at all.
It said that now.
It is a yantiniyama event from Pontem.
And someone started on time.
Yeah.
You can cry. Someone started time. Need you can cry. Someone 2 no cry ammonia because me now will move be after 1. But basso. And you be so you move be. And ambassador, but it was a good show in Crawford. If you are Crawford, no more chance Crawford, you are Metonio or Mantonio. I am production. If you are wrong, come here, Jambana, we are Bana, you know, no more change.
But I'm advertising, and only as them.
Eh, sir, I didn't Ghana for a program on Crawford, your mushu. Yeah, draw program, I don't tell you, and where's Kiddy? Where's who did I I mean, who are Nancy category crack, Kiddy, Nim crack, not Crawford, your low Kiddy, that's only category. You know how I like it. We run the show for you as you are sitting out there. Charlie, the show is something. So it was solid. It was okay. But seriously, Jackie, as I'm kind, then on the bowl UTV no. Now the first time I ninyum na G obi a air channel or buy no credit, it was on the lower side. Who compare the year we are? If you do that to comparison, man. The performance was solid. So VGMA 23, no, they are started over them until they measure themselves.
Okay.
Their fast service for us is
Chili, Mamma, what I'm bringing now? I am saying, no city or I lose Kakra. What are you, Bebnu? Kwasi, yeah.
Yeah, Kwasi, I think, sir, for some of us, you were 2 sides Kakra. See, your co events such as VGMA. And you remember, and they are Naja. Apart from say, you are Kwaji and so. Yes, also a small bit of technical mindset kakra. I am so ja. You go here boa na you contribute to my event and so successful. So I mean, when you sit out there, I think so one of the things I can say, make a crabby. First of all, no question. My mini can more my basso, Charterhouse. My memo my basso for the 23rd edition of VGMA. Because producing 2 days event. Enya the ketwa. I mean, day 1, day 2. Day 1 came with a whole new setup. Day 2, and also a whole new setup. It would take a strong workforce. So, to me, I should share my Jumedian Akoso. Because question no crowd, Yanka will table Yachiman Kofonte as and say, no man, they are attention on such event. But I couldn't say, when you are you are producing the event for TV live. Into another accoutrement quite different. Say event you're streaming it live on DSTV. We move for far. There is a way and time factors and so added down. Once in auditorium you have a free will. You can close at 4 o'clock for people. But TV there, ABR TV3 amount 4 hours. Say event now we can only showcase 4 hours on live TV for people to watch. And as a producer, who get a running order? Who beside say, so which part of the event, which part of the program, no? And as I said, TV 3 or 4, a man for 4 hours. And these are some of the challenges that are as I said, when we are doing some of these events. Which part of event? And because we may be a artist of the year, because we may be artist of the year presenting an award. Sometimes or almost 2 a.m. 2 a.m. and sana, you're crowning kiddie. Now, say TV in my 4 hours. Say TV3 is 4 hours for live. How are you going to play it out to 2 a.m. and so I present it? And I was
those time GTV no more those are no more pen, no more ya no more ye fish.
So, into baby sound say,
but see, I don't want to see you.
Yeah, but into what maybe sound say,
because we if you cry Facebook for idea phone be a man for my mom. Almost see you.
So I think say it's one advantage, yeah. Social media, especially with Facebook Live, because I know the because I have data somewhere, and I would control and the only TV, but we restricted TV time. Now the man who be say, "Nti present award no makidi attend. Ne we are some betwaso, Emma we are performing now. These are all some of the challenges. Are a lot of people among for nti. Me who comments here, many enemy be councillor mo concerns or more resina. But they have little idea what was actually going on in the OB van and with the technical team of meeting TV time as against live audience. They are two different things altogether. And it's quite challenging. It is a wood and me share what is happening, Mr. Whoa. Charlie Charterhouse, you guys are doing wonderful. I hope I did.
But also a check to
what's it?
Also, check me, no,
yeah, Mr. Chemino.
Okay, Bakuna now you are
Bakuna Miguswa, Miguswa.
And the other part near there.
Oh, the other part near excitement, fun, Mikojimeni. Me a stakeholder,
who has a critic.
Yeah.
And man, Kasi Chemi number one, you being part of maybe an award scheme, you put yourself in their shoes, and two as a critic. No about now.
Okay. And a fine about collapse. Matthias. Question. Anything media me to one. I think say, and never me no me and Sabina me who ya me feel say. Robert ne elder wa hey make me draw my attention na ye na no next time no ye who said the bear no kwasi the kind no performance me who say ye musicians ni na no almost sense of awareness are very high in terms of giving value for money on stage and almost so artists be a per se or stagecraft. They're trying to improve upon stagecraft. But it is also coming with a lot of lapses for production. Especially with some of them wants to do before they come on stage. And it's one of the things we need to look at it. Say, because I was my auditorium, if you look at what Black Sheriff did, the entry, exit, vis-a-vis comparable to the main performance act nanka so de be my audience na so can in album time or spend yet to come to on stage any main performance na audience nanka so expecting so Sheriff dear said the obey obebo eno for won mantia kosu won obebo ni na obey because this is like for this year he was like our star of the East artist obi expect say ye bo hunting with the excitement then all of a sudden you go through all this we pay if you them we pay if you cut them we be obedu ha about one song we are what time in the back I feel Prague and every baby and for Prague crown fan fight. So these are some of the things we need to look at it at what point so who draw a plan of coming to stage here as I say what am I also giving to the audience for the excitement. Because at that time now, our performance is almost getting to 1 a.m. A man for transiate. Ye per se, ye be didi asa, ye bay no obey everything. I feel be general or could the travel away. A man for I feel the disappointment. People, a man for disappointment. And a man for you, there was disconnect, need this electricity, no one goes here. This is some of the factors. And whenever artists are planning their stagecraft, they must also think about the audience. And what to give to them for it. Almost all of Obiaba came up with something. Stone Boy came up with an act. Mr. Drew came. Kiddy came with something. Jackie, all of Ohima Mercy, all of them. Geometric, they all came up with something. And let me salute the gospel artists. They were, for this 23rd edition, I was thinking, sir, Robert here who have just even on this afternoon salute the gospel artists on the night. Amazing performance. Obia what them have been fantastic, on point. It was the usual gospel people are your best stage here.
And you are not saying what the gospel was.
They were the point.
They were the point. They were not on point. They were the point. Robert, thank you for that one. But Kwasi, that's the thing. They show gospel for no level when it comes to live performances. And I'm happy say for Suhan now all chere about performance know some of these things. Look, all these things it Sheriff okay. Kwasi, live performance comes with maturity. It's one of the words I know a person come out me. Being able to perform live comes with a lot of maturity. And as an artist, new artists, no, they need to go through. You saw what Mr. Drew did. That young guy is one of the acts. He's a surprise to watch in the coming years. Mr. Drew, watch him. That guy, I have said it on this platform, he will win Artist of the Year. And I prophesied that thing to come to pass. On this platform, I prophesy on this day, today, of 11th, what is today's date? 11th, 12th, today's date what? 14th of May. Yeah? Aboagye, my name is Ernest Kwasi. I'm from Central Region. And I'm on this program this afternoon prophesying. And I decree and I declare, sir, Mr. Drew, he will win the Artist of the Year at the VGMAs some few years to come. He will win it because if you watch it, he's among all the artists that are performing now. He's one artist you could see, sir. He has a hunger for something. I'm telling you, he's got a hunger for something. Just unlike other people who said they are big, they have arrived, they have everything. Drew showcase something. Sir, I'm ready to come and do. And he got a good onya.
She said, "Oh, be our name performance. Good performance is so great. Or say, for the performances, Papa and by an order."
But one,
so great.
Why old man? Sometimes they are man cook on them. You see, some is. You see, so. This is a thing, and I'm saying important. Say you better guide them. You better guide them in all these areas near to me. And who said yeah, you better to me. The issue of another thing too that me was the directing coordination. Now, so obi ohwe TV biano obe check here. In the the directors in the directing program, their voices were being captured on TV. Until someone no more camera 1, camera 2, camera 3 now with TV.
Because I can't say way.
Into me go view.
Tili yanko.
Because Aboagye one day near pon.
Tili mamintio.
First off, person may be some question saying, how did you decide that this artist able you see live band and other artists will not? Is it that on mobile rehearsal no more try and who say when the capacity no you want a live band and I will bet my because I said the artists, some of them are more better or more so with the live no they delivered and some too it looks like they wanted about when you make it a decision, no say, oh, this person live band will work away, live band will work, and our artists and the cast say we want this, we want that.
So the opportunity is there for you to make a decision.
Okay.
But there was one particular. Some of the things I always like to shield the artists. There's some people who do some things that usually don't go down well. But when I get on air, I don't like to mention it. He even knows of some of the situations. So I don't like to mention it. So there was a particular act who wanted to do live band. Oh boy, you know. Then everybody was like, Charlie, nah, wait dear, emfa. So we had to talk to the artist, the manager, and everybody explained, say, wait, enkoye. Into please, if you can, use -1. And let us, work around, with everything around for you. And then they agreed, and eventually we did that. Into it's not by force for you to use the live band, but at the end of the day, we would recommend it because as an international standard, that's where everybody's going. Even rappers, Jay-Z and all of them, you see that they're using sometimes some bought live band together with a DJ, and then they mix the two, and the sound is beautiful, that kind of stuff. I was like 5 days ago, I was even listening to Tupac way back then, Dear Mama, live band play, and that's international standards. And see, these are things that they also want to be able to get there. And see, if you want to get there, opportunity will give you the opportunity to be able to do that.
Tilly, Michelle, Mami, you better cry follow-up question to Nia Ubisa, Mami. Question back on MC Babisa. I mean, starting from here, more art director for the VGMA, Sana.
We have various directors who work hand.
More art director.
What?
Okay. So I'm sure. Say, what said. In terms of near course or stage, no, more be or planning, design the concept. So great. Papa na yedi omo ba hanum si am bedi nkomo no. So me art directors me boy.
Yes. He's talking of Kojo Hilton.
Yeah.
Okay. So
okay. So you see, that's the reason why I hesitated a little bit. Sometimes when you use the word now, you want to be clear. Say what aspect of the job are you expecting the person to do?
But here, when we say art director, we know what we are referring to.
I understand you. That's what I had to ask. Don't worry.
So I mean, okay, the choreography, not just choreography, but the concept. When the artists come on stage, you know, na obi honuma or you're in charge for that particular thing, Nana.
Aye.
Okay. And me follow up question about say, why na the concept, the ideas neba for the various performances ni win na? Is it the artist no say oh pacho person me say na money na chance no this one encore this one and na mo the ideas the concept mutie nyum no okay. Yeah, perform way. Even in the selection of the music, all those things, no.
So it's a joint work. So for example, they brought their own ideas. Then we're like, okay, so this one, how do you execute it? In fact, there was one particular concept because of that concept, we had to change the flooring of the stage because we needed to make sure the flooring can support act near that kind of stuff. It's a conversation. If you bring ideas and then they are not possible, then we'll also come back to you with some ideas and then work around it. At the end of the day, we have a consensus of what we want to put out on stage together. And then ABR, if the idea requires some technical stuff, then we go out, try and get it for you, put it together, and then push so that at the end of the day, you can achieve what you want to achieve on stage.
And to me, fancy a collaboration.
Collaborations. Yeah.
Artists, no, more as a team, no. And my main focus is okay. Or him, I mercy.
Yeah.
So in terms of one, Ninyo Motimimu, or no, say okay, my boy Timimu, and I be more as a team because I know, but obey kese, well, person perform no. In terms of costume, why there be Oshe we are behind dream, so maybe you have to use this one. Even the idea of okay, we have to get some people with umbrellas and do this or that. All those things if you want to.
Okay, so for example, Hima Mercy, first of all, not also a person yet Otimimu, but she wanted the initial request was to do it with Ife Grace. And then we saw the when we just we watched the video and then tried to pick inspiration in BBR. And so the first thing was, can we have this done by the original person that you featured? And that is Emoji Music. And I said, it's not a problem because I think the first time Emoji Music was not around. Yeah. And so we wanted to be sure, say there's no problem. And I said, okay, there was no problem. So we contacted Emoji Music as well. And then in terms of concept, we pick inspiration from the video. And I can say, okay, say Oshe White say, let's work around the umbrella, this, that, and then we push it back to her. She was like, okay, fantastic. I think so. Then we were not too okay with Emoji Music's parts because it was too short. And then we listened to Nyumuno. We're like, no, Emoji Music, he's got just a different flavor and style. He's got the urban gospel feel. We made a case, say Emoji should touch the music by giving a rap as an intro before going into his regular music. So he did that. So Usha, there was a rap that was introduced that is not an original song. So he did that and then he added the duet bit together with it. So it it extended it and it rose up to some crescendo. So those were the things that we did together and then we achieved what we achieved. So that is how we worked with them to achieve the magic crescendo. Climaxed. So yeah, that's a typical case of how we worked with Ohima Mercy to achieve what we did.
Okay, question is Sabro for no kind. So then the first time I menko use your baby. Menko how much?
Christian.
Tilly, man.
Yes.
David.
It's not true.
What is
It's
not
not
true?
true. Okay, so I think so after the night, no, after the 2 nights, no, another conversation about up Edem hosting the first night. First of all, what informed that decision? The artist, I know someone you build over the time, but it's not something I'm here to so consistently once a while on my. And why Edem? What was the plan behind it? And what feel did you want to give us in Tiamode Edem Neba? You know, this one. What was the plan there?
I like it when everybody's asking what informed. Okay, so first of all, you said once a while. So this is one of the once a whiles. We wanted to try an artist in a particular space. Our friends who were looking for somebody who could express himself very well to complement the main action on the VGMA stage. We have the hardcore things that are supposed to be said. By hardcore, I mean the corporate lining. VGMA is brought to you by, all of those elements. And then we just needed somebody to complement with the announcement of the artist and all of that. And so we thought an artist could do that. And we thought it could bring up some spice. And then we thought Edem, who has one time desired to be an MC, we thought we should work with him and then try to bring him up on stage. So so we discussed it, and then we said, okay, you may not be the best MC in the world, but we know that you've gone past the pass mark. And see, at the end of the day, you can pull off a good show. So let's work together with somebody who has experience. That's AJ, and then let's see what magic we can do. And that's what went into the stuff.
My final question is, I know that with the entry plan of Black Sherif, it was obvious, it was well planned and everything, but was it the same for the exit plan of Black Sherif? Because after the exit, or trying to exit the stage, brought a lot more controversies. And how did that happen? What was the plan? Was it part of it, or it was a last minute thing that we thought, if you've given him an epic entry, there should be an epic entry, exit. What was it? Because afterwards, the exit caused a bit of problem. What was really going on there?
Okay, I'm not too sure which part of the exit, but if you are talking about the Pragya coming to pick him up, the day it was planned that the Pragya will come and pick him up for
the
him
same color Pragya with everything.
The color is not really an issue.
With the number and everything.
Nothing. So the number, let me just explain quickly. A 024 number does not belong to anybody, but it belongs to the owner of the number. Why? A while back, when we had telephone numbers belonging to telcos, then this is true. But today, there are 024 numbers that are on 020 lines, or let me say ported. that are ported. So everybody, it's like if I have my number, a 050 number, it doesn't necessarily mean it's for a particular telco. You understand what I'm saying? So technically speaking, that number is a number. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? So we don't have any issues with it whatsoever.
Your point is about about telcos ni sa nyama mimbisa ba ko ebem se abayen komodie minim se hamwa ananye bibia ebi se kidi kobo MTN Vodafone platforms no omko ko apa omo se omo ntiase ya dia edio how be abrem bibia mo fi say yes, it shouldn't have happened. Senate, I don't know. Board member, Robert Beffa.
Naturally, because obviously it's a Vodafone platform, you would wish that wouldn't be mentioned. But then again, it is his truth. What I say, you can't take that away from his history. Right now, when you go and check, he's a Vodafone Ghana Music Awards Artist of the Year, the 23rd edition. But in there, when they're checking, what is the story about Skiddy? We are there, you still come to meet that particular truth. So the truth is, you don't want him to say it, and we wish he wouldn't have said it, but at the end of the day, it is still his truth.
Robert, Claire, Akasama VGMA scheme, no? Well, yeah, point is a cake for Sua saying.
Beat Goyaka, Foxy on the beat Goyaka.
FM.
Baby.
That's right.
Sugar, baby.
We don't stop.
Sugar, baby. Sugar, baby.
KK Fosu with a new one. Sounds like the title, no? Yama no BBC of you. Yan Kote Kase. KK Fosu. Kasakwana de Yan Kote Kase. Asia Chese. Ah. Sugar, baby. FM. Yeah, Pong. Yeah, Pong. Kage for you. Na, Kage. Young Kotti Day.
Young Kotti Kese.
I said, you're saying.
Oh,
I said you are playing on our minds. Who dear dream, dear grow.
No, I doing word and once I in Chikasano, Iraq when it comes to her life. I think say young Kotti Kese, Asemia, Mekana say. Young corner bibia peso you be an kofakasi you're doing what but I say the way microphone here some people say that way but I know that way and then now I wish say ka ye umbetime sua kasa we school young kotikes because in kasa na ya right no me nya we need to go back again.
Kege you won't go to heaven.
Beat Boyaka. FM. Sugar, baby. That's right. Sugar, baby. FM. Sugar, baby. FM. Sugar, baby.
KK for Sufu Fraud, the piano. Yampon, Pacho, Mapon. Yeah, Christianes.
Yeah, Kwasi, where there? Yeah, sorry, seconds. Kwasi, Yami Aduma, Ochana, yeah, Mame, Sarah Mensa, Nana Kobo, Nere, Ochana, the birthday, the 40th birthday. Ochana ya mame Sarah Mensa when you're 40 years na mijina niku Nana Kobo edimu eni ye ina as entertainment ashes Nana Poku Frankie Usu ye ina edimu na ye wish ye mame Sarah Mensa baby bi amame wo bi amame wutiri nkwa pa onyankopon nhyiraw eda nyame asese nyame ahwe so mu anya 40 emfi aka wanim no yesere onyankopon so man kwatenten na nyini che fama ye ina happy birthday ye mame Sarah Mensa aka Mrs Nana Kobo
Tilly.
Yeah, I think over the years now VGMA has almost studied the conversation that comes around it. I think one of the schemes that has received acceptance with the people, acquire VGMA, and I think that is one thing they should always pride themselves with, because a lot of schemes are hoping that one day they will be spoken about like this. But then we share what the show is going on, and then the way people are interacting, whenever there's a problem, they are all worried, they are talking about it. I mean, you should be happy to be with the scheme, seeing that the whole country, they are rallying behind it, whether positive or not. Because mind you, the fact that I'll pick my phone to come and talk about the VGMA, or I'll turn my TV on to watch the VGMA, it means that I'm expecting something, and I think that is where the organizers should look at the fact that people are always about it and talking about it, and you should pride yourself with it.
May I say, Councillor?
Bra, say, you near check say VGMA and say the second part, and it's okay. I keep saying say they we are supposed to compare them with themselves, and the performance is a buy and India buy and you know. Where we award, where we award, you find out this can say, yeah, best share, yeah, you mukina, nabi biaba, keki waha, you be smiling, and you all smiling. Na anko yama, men kase, and yet, a koyemo and I say, yeah. I mean, we say thank you to them. And why you broken down? So you have counseling on 0277 609 644. We are teaching our counselor 0277 609 644.
So great. Me for microphone meet you. Yeah.
See where the quick one, no time in the hall, but Wednesday, says CJ Multimedia Air Lunch Akwaba Festival. Wednesday, Mribemwa, I know say you give them the platform. But on VGMA, for me, I think saying it's not about the negatives, but it's about what we feel say technically should be checked and improved on. This is the only platform, and this is you can get this for free. All the media houses please pick your notes and then make the notes and correct them, because that is what you've done it. Thank you, Kwasi.
Okay, so Robert, I'm getting some of the messages. I'm for being Mufi, and this particular it runs through a lot of the messages now about this Robert guy never admits to any mistake from Charterhouse. I just don't get him. This is exactly how he responded to Arnold on TV3. Who does he think he is? Kwasi Janelle Nyabutre Onusu Yene Juma. But these are some the impression of you.
Yeah, so the thing is this, some people, and I'm sorry to say this, but I'll say it as it is. People have spent, for example, I have 10 years minimum in events. What we do is not common sense. And yes, sir, somebody standing on the side, you just come and say it's common sense. And I say, I don't expect anybody who doesn't have experience in your field to just get up and then think, say, because they can speak, and then when they speak to you, what they tell you on the side, because they are giving you feedback into by force, what they are saying is the right thing for you to listen to. And I think, say, usually people think, say, because they can give feedback, once they give feedback, automatic, yes, let's listen. No. There is always a reason why we do the things we do. And sometimes if we just take a little time to understand what we are doing, you appreciate it from our side. And I say that you understand the challenges that we had to manage to achieve what we achieve. And see, when there's feedback, I was just showing Socrates say, mature me notes. I will discuss and explain certain things. It doesn't mean say what you said, no. If there is something good in it, I'll not listen. I'll listen to it and then explain. If at the end of the day we see that there are points, we will take it. And that is why for 23 years we are still running, because you hear feedback from folks. But people shouldn't think say everything we do is common sense. They be in your common sense. Some of the things people go to school and they learn them. So when they go to school and they learn them, please also listen to us, because there's some amount of experience, and then experience also counts. And then it's these two put together that shapes up what we do.
Okay.
And so it's not like anybody is trying to not allow anything behind.
There was a particular thing. Okay, the way Yapon Kra Rabbit, and if any of them want to, there was, I think, I don't know whether it was a tweet, a post that was made by Chris Waddell. But not necessarily meaning to who Chris Waddle or Troy. I didn't want to pay too much attention about it, but taking a cue from Troy, not to read it. But there's this thing that a man for Binimu can say, okay, well, 3 music for no mama VGMA 4, they are really setting up nowadays. Just a market come home, and Ofa Okan Chris Waddle Diana, I say even cry, Sika nice and Modema. That's the impression of creative. So Sika cry and Mutiama artists in Can and cry, no one said I'm sure we in their cacao. I don't know if it's a fair comment to come from someone, and if you have any reaction to some of these things, I'm on for Bikan. Yeah, when's your microphone?
Yeah, it's not a fair comment. Sometimes you just ignore them. Sometimes some people need attention. So they use your product to gain the kind of attention that they need, because they know if they do anything and hashtag VGMA is gonna go far, so they'll use that. VGMA is a platform. I no longer work at Charterhouse, but I know that it is the platform that we invest the most. In fact, it is not a profit making, and that is something that I keep saying ever since we started working on the VGMA, it's not a profit-making venture. You get me? Otherwise, like by this time, it is folded up already. And you realize that, I could say you've been here for long, with our music awards, etc., etc. All of them, where are they? They're gone because they are profit-making. But this is a brand identity. You understand me? And so it puts back every single cent in what it gets into the award scheme and gives back to the people that the award scheme are involved in the award scheme. You get me? Because, I mean, why? We could still do just a one-day event, but why do we do a festival? We go to nominees jam, etc. It's just so also to give exposure to the industry. So it is not a profit-making thing. I'll say because this or because that. No, we know what we're doing.
Okay,
we've been building the industry from day one, and we're not going to stop now, and we'll continue to put in, you know. But I would like to say that I invite you and your listeners and all of you here, you know, on Hope TV, we're having a program we call Freedom from Fear.
Okay, it's
at 6:30 in the evening. So you can watch online, you can watch on satellite as well. You know, we're doing it from now. In fact, we started last Wednesday and we'll be ending next week Saturday. Every day 6:30, Freedom from Fear. So I invite you to watch Hope Channel, and definitely your life will never be the same.
Hallelujah. KK, for microphone and I mean to you. So,
Nkotikasi.
I mean,
baby, I'm streaming. I mean, I will say, I say no. Ebaka ko jino ani say ko award ni High Life Award, and I think say any I started in
okay.
People should follow KK for on social media.
Okay.
Subscribe, download. Not TME movement. High Life music will forever stay. People should follow High Life now.
That's a new one from KK Fosu. I know that you did VGMA and entertainment reviews. So, but more than I said, Ube Baby. Young Kotikasi. KK Fosu Nyumtuni, High Life Nyumtuni. Robert Clark from Shutterhouse VGMA speaks for them. Ose Aya Ni Aite Hammond. Manager Hope Channel TV. Socrates Safo, Kwasi, Ernest, Councillor Luchot, Tilia Kuyanipa, Salamat Paintil Boamia, she said Jumedia de Bremo, Peter Square on social media. And a big shout to all of you watching us on YouTube. Mesdames, c'est papa, moi, I'm here on YouTube. Understand that the numbers on YouTube are more than the ones on the social media, Facebook. And YouTube for the boy, so boy said they be my Facebook for a shout. So all of you on YouTube watching me, I'm waving at you guys. Okay, I'm waving. Hi, hello, love you all. Sa. Kwasi Aboagye, I'm grateful. Without you, as always, couldn't have been a success. Yeah, Damasi. Yeah, sorry to King David. On the other demo, they brought one team in